Big shout to okjersey.com. Scan the QR code below and actually go to the link below to get affordable football shirts from all the European leagues, including the English clubs, all of them, Liverpool, Arsenal, United, City, Spurs, Chelsea, all of them, of course, are all there. You can get the current ones, past seasons, and also some absolute gems out there, vintage ones, and actually very affordable football shirts, high quality, like the one I'm wearing right here. It is very simple to get one. Let me show you how. You go to the website. It's very simple. You click on the Premier League, pick the club you want. For me, I pick Newcastle, for example. You go there, you will find all the current ones, training ones as well. You add whatever you want to the cart. Of course, check the sizes, add a patch, add to cart, but also never forget, as it says below, scan the QR code and put the code JUDGE in the checkout to get 8% discount. It's that easy. Just go to the website, check the football shirt you want. You will not regret it. Now, let's get back to our stream. Hello people and welcome to Footy Judge Mode. There is a new code for MHF for the OK Jersey guys. It's MHF15. If you're watching this on the replay and you want to get some kind of winter clothes like this, they dropped some World Cup kits as well. The ones that are available now, all the winter stuff and also all the World Cup shirts. Also your club shirts, retro ones as well. You can get something like this. 15% discount on MHF15. Use that code guys. MHF15. So forget the code JUDGE. This is going to change soon. Hit the like button and subscribe, people, if you're here. Meltdown down by Arsenal, even though they are 4 points ahead. Arsenal lose a game, and suddenly people are saying that Arsenal, this is why Arsenal will lose the league. People talk about mentality, and we're going to talk about people that actually use that mentality stick all the time. I think, in my opinion, it's a lack of absolutely ability to actually dissect the game and see what is wrong in terms of football. Man City win against Wolves, and people use that as City will win the league now, as it is not supposed to City to win against Wolves. Liverpool, they are about to sack Arne Slot. They are about to get Xabi Alonso or someone like this, and Liverpool lose in the last minute. I'm not sure if that is mentality. I'm not sure if that is whatever you want to call it, but Virgil van Dijk was one of the worst performances of a centre-back of the season. Of course, we got here with Pazz, Ram, and Kyle. Of course, we're going to absolutely get Ahmed joining us soon. How's everyone doing? Before anyone answers, Kyle, do you think the game yesterday, quickly, just say yes or no, is why Arsenal will not win the league?
No.
Ram?
I don't know.
What?
I don't know.
None of both. Look at it. But both teams on my right or on your left, whatever. They don't look like they want to win this title. I'll be honest to God. Man City's like, nah, we don't want it. Then Arsenal's like, nah, we don't want it. Then it's back to Man City. They're like, nah, we don't want it. Then we'll go back to Arsenal. That nah, we don't want. None of these teams want this title.
Not really, bro.
None of these teams want it. No, if you wanted this title, you would have extended this.
That don't make sense. We've been top of the league.
And if Man City wanted this title, they would have cut the lead, cut your lead down.
So let's say number one, it hasn't been. Yes, it hasn't been going back and forth.
We've had a new guy smelling blood every month. How can you say it's gone back and forth between Arsenal and Man City?
Because no one wants. It's not been back and forth.
Let me tell you the most jarring thing.
Do you know what it is? You lot have been playing a lot of double faults, bro.
I will tell man, yeah. I always tell man, yeah, you actually can't form your own opinion. Your opinion changes every week. And this is exactly what I mean. Man City are 15th in the form table, and man are telling me that we are bottling it, and they're 15th.
No. Let me finish. Host, did I ever say that they were bottling it? Did I ever say they were bottling it?
No, but this is a response.
And every week is a new narrative with these people. You lot's opinions.
No, I've always maintained this narrative.
You maintained what? Okay, so hold on. What narrative? It's not. But by the way, let's just establish something. I don't think it's back and forth. Right?
None of that. Both teams don't want this title.
Say that again. Say that again.
Both teams don't want this title because they're not capitalizing on each other's faults.
So we can't lose a game.
What does that mean? What is that? Arsenal. Okay. Arsenal lost yesterday against City, but Arsenal are still 4 points ahead. Are people expecting Arsenal or City to win every game?
I think what Ram's saying is like City, we won one game in January.
Okay.
What he's saying is that Arsenal didn't capitalize. Like they could have had an 11-point gap. In the month of January, it went from a 2-point gap to a 4-point gap. They didn't capitalize.
So why doesn't that work both ways?
No, bro, we
won any game.
Why are we the bottle jobs and not?
No, I'm not saying you guys are the bottle jobs.
Let me tell you why you're the bottle jobs.
But Kyle didn't say you're the bottle job. But Kyle didn't say you're the word
Neither did I. I just said both of you are just mad at each other because you're not winning a game.
None of us.
Wait. The narrative is
none of us says that.
Let me explain what I mean.
Yeah.
The narrative right now. The narrative right now is that Arsenal are bottling it. To even say that, people aren't saying that, you're waffling. That's a fact. You cannot tell me all over the internet, man, I'm not saying Arsenal are bottling it. Yeah, first of all. And second of all, we've played all of our hardest fixtures, and Man City have had the chance to open a gap while we've played them all. They haven't played them. So realistically, if you're looking at who is bottling it, who is boiling it, it's them. It's not us. Like how is this? This is the issue.
What? Man's talking about bottle. We never mentioned bottling. Who mentioned it?
He's going off with online. He's going off
disingenuous.
He's going off script, man. He's going off the script, bro. Like, what are we doing?
The whole narrative. So hold on, the narrative isn't that we're bottling it.
Man's just doing improv. He's doing improv.
But that's other people's narrative. Yes, that's not the guys here.
Hold on, do I not get blamed for Arsenal fans' narratives?
No, we get you blamed for your narrative.
You're lying again because your
narrative.
This is what I'm saying. Now I'm just being disingenuous. The general narrative right now is, oh my god, they lost to Man United. They're bottling it again. It's January. Let's not do that, bro. Let's not pretend like that is not the narrative right now. Let's not. Like, what are we doing here, bro?
Oh my god, did anyone?
We're being disingenuous now.
Yeah, anyone say no?
Can we go? I want to really go. I want to go to the football. I want to go to for the football. I want to go to the football. So why Arsenal? Right, okay. Can we talk to the? I'm going to talk about the football. Guys, hit the like button. Are we going to talk about the football?
Why is that's Kyle right there? History repeating itself.
No,
So I didn't say that.
They said bottle job? When I say bottle job?
I didn't say that.
I didn't say bottle job, though.
4K.
I said don't
bag in 4K.
You guys are bottling.
What are you saying now? Round, what are you saying now?
Brother, it's called banter, bro. You lose. He's putting fear into your head and it's working because you're rattled. You're rattled. He's putting fear into your head. You know what? He's done a fade. He's got fear into your head. head.
Guys, we cannot speak over each other. I wanna.
Instead of call Kyle, we just call him Dr. Craig because my man's doing scarecrow tactics.
That's 1-0 P. That's 1-0 P.
He has put fear into your head. You know what, Mo? No, this is a new Pazz. He's starting to
cannot speak over each other. Guys, nobody can hear us. By the way, nobody can hear us when we speak over each other.
So loud.
Guys, nobody. I'm just gonna tell you. Wallah al-azim, nobody can hear us when we talk over each other. Let me just ask Kyle.
Yeah.
Your message said that history repeats itself. That means
no. I didn't say. I said,
don't be stupid.
Don't. It says don't let history repeat itself. Not history repeats itself. I said don't. And then I sent him a photo. I said, why argue with an Arsenal fan when all you can do is wait? Why argue when you could just wait?
For what? Wait for what?
To see what happens if history repeats itself. That's all I said, bro. I didn't say you're bro.
You've been back there. Come on, you've been back there 4K. Come on, you've been.
Nah, I mean, when you say don't let history repeat itself.
No, but hold on. No, hold on. So hold on. So when you say don't let history repeat itself, do you believe that history will repeat itself?
For me,
fan, of course he's gonna.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Go ahead.
I'm gonna back my club to get it done.
So you believe? So basically, you believe that Arsenal will bottle it. So you believe that Arsenal will bottle it.
Why are you dodging it? Just say that's what you think, bro. Why are you scared to say what you think?
I don't think that unless something changes regarding City, I don't think they bottle it. The only way that they don't win this league is if they bottle it. So therefore, I hope they bottle it, but I don't. I hope
you said like 5 opinions. You literally said like 5 opinions there.
No, you just
said like 5 opinions. No. He went.
Bro, you guys.
He said he thinks we're gonna bottle it, and some people are gonna bottle it. Bro,
we tied to Brighton, we tied to Chelsea, we tied to Sunderland. I thought the league was done. You guys let us back in. They sent us a lifeline. Bro, it should have been 11 points.
Yeah,
only 4 points?
Now, Pazz, you can't be saying with a straight face that you did not capitalize, bro. You got to capitalize on these things, bro.
Both of us didn't. They didn't. Hold on. Remember when we drew?
So then my original statement is correct.
Hold on. Remember when they played 2 games in a row after us and they didn't capitalize when we got points? So
then my original statement is correct then?
No, because the issue is that you're always looking at it with an Arsenal skew. When the reality is they've also not. No, I never hear Man City haven't capitalized. I've never.
I said both of you don't want this league title. Both of you don't want it.
How can you say that when we've been at the top the whole time?
Because
the only thing that's left your mouth is Arsenal having capitalized when the reality is neither have they.
No, oh my God. Mo, did I say how Arsenal haven't capitalized? Or did I say both of your teams don't want this league title? You don't want this league title.
You literally just said Arsenal haven't capitalized. So you drunk out your mind.
I said when Arsenal have dropped points, City haven't capitalized and vice versa. You haven't done the same. That's why I'm saying you guys don't. Why am I explaining the prompt of my thing when I'm telling you don't? Both of you don't want this league. You don't want it.
We haven't got unfortunately for us, we haven't got a world-class manager that wins it all under pressure. We haven't got that. We haven't got the best striker. We ain't got 500 million spending when we do. We ain't got that. So we're just trying to do our best. Do you know what I mean?
My God, we're not doing the. Mo, stop taking selfies.
I'm literally taking a selfie.
Is that a training jacket? That jacket's beast. That jacket is actually beast. Shame your club's a bag of shit.
I don't know what this is.
Bro, he just talked about Inter, bro.
What does this mean?
No, I didn't.
He said your club was a bag of shit.
I never said you're a liar. This guy's a liar.
Not a liar. Hey, chat. Please put it in the comments. Please tell me I'm lying because I'm not lying. I'm not lying. See, if I said that, Mo will start going on another. But because Mo,
don't believe this guy, bro.
Anyway, I really want to. Okay, guys, I really didn't want. Okay, listen, I'm gonna tell you guys to be honest with you. I didn't watch Yahoo yesterday. I was in the hospital. I know people know that I was in the hospital yesterday with my wife and stuff. The banter and all the monologues and all the stuff that happened and oh my God, they're gonna bottle it and the match reactions and all this stuff. Can we have a show where we actually dissect the football that Arsenal play? I watched your match reaction, the whole of it Pazz yesterday, and I saw what you say. You literally said what actually everyone has been saying for a bit. Right? Can we actually talk about how Arsenal play? There is a lot of people that are saying that. There is a lot of people that are saying this. Can we? Listen, first of all, guys, if you haven't actually watched Pazz's match reactions, actually It's a simple 8-minute one or 9-minute one. Very simple, analyzing Arsenal and why they didn't win the game yesterday. You know what I mean? Genuinely this. Can you just summarize what you said yesterday about why didn't Arsenal look good yesterday? Why Arsene Wenger, after the game, said that Arsenal goals relied on power and Man United goals relied on the chemistry and the cohesion between the teams? Go ahead.
In summary, I think there's two ways to look at it. I think there's what we gave to them and there's what we aren't doing. I think it's been I also think it's kind of been the story for a while. And I think people use the word like timid, they use the word like scared, or they say like Arteta's not Brett. I actually think there is parts of us that are potentially overcoached in the way that we care a lot about structure. And in terms of going forward, structure can be, that's the thing, like there needs to be a balance struck between how structured we are and fluidity in attack. And I think we can stay structured if we do things a lot faster. But the issue is we're very slow. So most of the times when we're attacking, we are allowing their entire team to get back, and then we're giving ourselves a harder job. And then once they have set their low block, if our formation is the 4-3-3, for example, if you kind of scroll to any point in the game when we're attacking, you can see that formation. Like you can see it at all times. There is no break of structure. Like it's a lot of the times, even the midfield is flat. It's not even like a single pivot. A lot of the times it's 3 flat and then 3 flat forwards. And for me, if I'm a defender, I feel like I know where everyone is at all times. So it's kind of easy to defend from open play. And don't get me wrong, like there is positives to that because defensively it's harder to score against us because we're able to regroup really quickly when we do lose the ball. But the issue is we're now not causing people problems because everyone knows where everyone is. And I think that's why he tried to bring on Jesus instead of Gyökeres, because Jesus is a bit more unpredictable. He's more likely to interchange with people. But if Jesus isn't cooking and people aren't combining with him, it's going to be a bit stinky. As well as like we also stretch the pitch a lot, which means players are very far away from each other in and around in the box. Like if you look at whoever our striker is, he's genuinely isolated by at least 10 meters most of the time. And for me, like people will say like Jesus got no presence, Gyökeres got no presence. Well, the issue is that our midfield, like think about it, when we was at our best, in my opinion, like going forward, there's also a few players that I think are killing us, but they are also very good players. So it's tough to get onto them. And Timber is one of them. Our best, when our right side was on flames, it was Ben White, Odegaard, and Saka. And those three, we had Ben White constantly overlapping. So people couldn't just sit and wait for Saka to go one way. Whereas now we've got Timber who constantly underlaps. And when he underlaps, he sits between our striker and our winger, which means people are saying Odegaard don't go forward. Timber's sat right there. He can't go into that space. He's got to sit deeper now. Saka can't cut in now because Timber stood right there. So the only option he has is either to go to the byline or ideally do a 1-2 of Timber and still go to the byline. So for me, you're looking at a limited Saka because of Timber, and also we're moving the ball really, 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 really slow. Like even if you look at this season, our best side is now our left side, whereas traditionally it's always been our right side. So like people saying we need a left winger, Trossard's been our best forward this season because our right side is just too congested. And I think, don't get me wrong, I love Timber. I swear to God, I love Timber. But I think he takes away from a lot of Saka's game. I think he takes away from what Odegaard was doing when people were rating him, which is getting in that pocket. But right now, Timber's in the pocket. So for me, the way we're playing at the moment, I don't think people are going to be scared of us in open play because it's quite predictable. And there's players that are very good like Timber, but they're taken away from other people. So I think, that game is very frustrating. And if we go into a game and we make any mistakes, then we're in hell. And what we did is we passed them the ball 3 times. The first goal, Zubimendi had a retard moment. The second game, the second goal, Rice and Zubimendi get caught in a flipping turbine, and then Zubimendi completely miskicks the ball, and Doku decides to become the best player in the world and slap it off the crossbar. And the third one, we let Cunha run through the middle. Like, these are things that aren't typical things, but we're being caught out of position a lot. Like, it's for me, it's quite frustrating because I think there just needs to be a balance struck. And at the same time, people want to blame Arteta, but I think yesterday is more players than Arteta, because at the end of the day, we've scored 2 shit goals. It's enough to win a game. We haven't conceded 3 goals in like 3 years. So you shouldn't be conceding 3 goals, especially 3 goals like this, for me.
Yo, Paz, you agree with taking off Odegaard, or no? You think he should have stayed on?
So this is the problem. Like, Zubimendi and Odegaard right now are basically doing the same thing, because Odegaard doesn't have the space to be in the pocket because we've got 50 people in the pocket. But sometimes if you look at us, you see our left back in that same pocket that Odegaard should be in. So, I've seen Calafiori there. So, like, for me, people want Odegaard to, like, break into the box, and what do you do? Kiss Timber and kiss Calafiori, bro. Like, I don't, like, for me, I know, some of the criticism is unwarranted, because I think he's kind of handicapped. And what we need now is we need someone in midfield to be close. It doesn't even matter who's up front at this point. They just need somebody that's going to be around them, bro. Like,
so
if we know Gyökeres's first touch is shit, we know he's technically shit. Surely we don't want him on the ball for too long. Like, he's having to take too many touches away from people.
So when we have a go, when we do criticize your attack and your patterns of play in the attacking phases, why is it that we get a hit back with a lot of the time is like, we're still top of the league, when we've been saying this for quite a while and we just get dismissed all the time?
Because here's the thing that I think people don't take into account is that there's things stylistically that have worked for us until this exact game, and that structure has been our superpower the entire season. That structure has allowed us to absolutely murder teams in the Champions League. It's allowed us to murder teams that actually come and play, because that style can work when people are, but against a low block, like, which people say we struggle against, which everyone struggles against, we need to become slightly more fluid. And the thing is, like, if we've got Rice and Zubimendi in there, we can allow part of the team to be fluid whilst also being structured. So, like, people want to get onto us going forward, but if we become this fluid, fucking interchanging passing team, we lose our superpower. So that's why I say there needs to be a balance structure. I don't want to watch us and see everyone just interchanging, running and playing the greatest football. I don't want to see that, because that's losing football. We've been doing that for the last 20 years. Under Wenger, the football was unbelievable.
Can't there be a balance?
Just go where they want. But that's the point. I think the point here is, I don't think we're loads of tweaks away from being good. I think we're like 1 or 2 things. Like, even if you look at when Ben White plays, watch Saka. He looks completely different, because there's a whole new area of space for Saka. Whereas with Timber, their combination is very different to what Ben White was. Like, think about the best Arsenal team. It's Ben White at right back and Odegaard. That right side was absolutely murdering people. Now people are telling me Odegaard shit, Saka shit, and the only thing that's changed is Timber for Ben White. And people that say Ben White was poor, he came on for 5 minutes. Like,
in the Prem, shouldn't Arteta look for maybe a different type of style, like more creativity on the pitch? Because I find that it can be a little bit stale sometimes with Zubimendi and Rice. Because, like we were talking before, the service to the striker, try to get Gyökeres involved into the game a little bit more. Like, don't you think he could try something like Eze and Odegaard on at the same time? Like, you guys were down in that game, chasing the game. I think
I'm not sure that changes. I get why people say that, because they're both creative players. Like, I get the stream of logic, and I'm not saying I don't want to see it, but at the same time, I think tendencies, like some of our tendencies, is more of the problem rather than like an individual player profile. And like the underlaps, both of our fullbacks now underlap.
Yeah,
like both of them.
They rarely overlap. You never.
And then here's the problem: our striker doesn't score a bunch of goals, and if we're underlapping, our wingers are now not going to score a bunch of goals. So then, who's going to score the goals?
Yeah, but California.
I think is an issue for us at the moment.
Yeah, that's why I'm surprised even Lewis Skelly, like, he could have played him as well, right? He could have brought off
another underlapper.
But then that's the thing. And
but can I ask a question here? Can I ask a question? So why, if Pep Guardiola's football is so structured as well, it was to be so structured, and that's why they were so successful. Used to pass the ball 1,000 times before they reached the goal. How were they free flowing? How were they free flowing?
I think people look at Pep's teams wrong. They weren't free flowing. Pep has never been free flowing.
No, but that's what I said. They were boring. I never said. Did I say free flowing? Sure. I said they were boring. Sorry. Free scoring. I'm sorry. Sorry. Apologies. I used the wrong word. Pep Guardiola's team were so structured and passed the ball 1,000 times before they actually reached a goal. They were scoring for free. They were scoring a lot of goals. So
I think again.
Not free flowing. Sorry, I used the wrong word. Yes.
I would genuinely say, I would say genuinely.
Yes, the quality of the player.
There's a difference in quality. Like, if you look at a KDB, you look at Messi, you look at Xavi, Iniesta. Like, these players can see things in very small spaces, and they can put the ball exactly there. Like, don't get me wrong, Odegaard, top quality, like as good as I think they can come. But we don't have as many players that are just going to come onto the pitch and just completely dominate everybody. Like, we don't have KDB. We don't have a player that is KDB level. We don't have a player that can pass out Xavi. We don't have a player that dribbles at Iniesta. We don't have those players, which is why I think people are saying get rid of the structure shit. I think you get rid of the structure shit because there is an element of truth to people saying like some of our players aren't like of a certain level, for example. But then you have to give credit to Arteta then. Like, you can't take credit away from everybody. If you're saying our players aren't of a certain level, then somebody has to be of the level to keep us at the top of the league. Like, somebody has to be at that level.
Yeah, it's Mikel Arteta. That's why I keep saying that. But here's the problem. I actually think that Arsenal are the best coach team in the world, right? There is no structure that is better than Arsenal. The problem with me, if it doesn't work, you don't have the enigma. You don't have the guy that will step out of the line like a Kevin De Bruyne, like a Kun Aguero to do that. Like Liverpool were never like a structured team. Like Mane, Salah, Firmino was so fluid. You said that yesterday in your match reaction as well. Like you're looking at Arsenal, and all one of the things that I actually said that on the show this morning is I believe that he's too cautious. So Man United are playing low block, right? The way to break the low block is make a lot of traffic in the 18 and cross. When Arsenal crossed yesterday, Lisandro Martinez scored on his own. And because Timber was there, I feel like when Saka gets the cross in, normally you would see, especially for a dominant team like Arsenal, the left back is inside the 18. One of the midfielders inside the 18, but Rice is out. Odegaard is out. Zubamendi is out. The left back is out. Trossard, Saka's trying to cross, and Trossard is all the way across the 18 on the other side. That's supposed to be the left back, and the left winger should be inside the 18 next to Gyökeres or Jesus or whoever is playing as a striker. Arsenal, when they cross, they don't have enough numbers inside the 18 to cause disruption to the opposition. And I believe that because Arteta wants to play safe in case normally the cross basically is a 20-80. 20% you'll get the ball, 80% the defender will get the ball. So most likely the defender will clear it. And Arteta wants his players outside the 18 so they can have the ball again. And I believe that this is why Arsenal don't take that many risks. You can cross to one player between 4. You can cross to 2 players between 5. But you need numbers. And I believe that one of the things that Declan Rice did in his first season is he used to crash the 18. He doesn't. He doesn't do that anymore. He's outside.
You know what's funny? It's funny you say that because that's one of the things that I like. You'll hear me bread Klopp more than Pep, and one of the reasons is that like Klopp's philosophy is so simple that the players that he brought in, everyone knows exactly what's going on. It's front, back, forwards, and turn them around. And for me, like the one thing we don't do is turn people around and make the midfield look at their defenders. Like, if you look at when we're playing, it's like we're just looking in the mirror. And for me, if we can make people turn around, like it's funny, like I don't know if anyone like what you lot played youth football. One of the main things that even the shittest of coaches will tell you is turn them around early. And Arsenal don't do that. Don't get me wrong, we have been finding ways to win games, but if we can move quicker and turn people around, people will be a lot more scared because we already have the aura of being top of the league and having these quality players.
Can I actually add something to what you said? Can I add something to what he said? People that are going on Saka yesterday, do you guys know how many times Saka got past his defender yesterday? About 3-4 times. Wingers normally don't get past the defender 3-4 times a game, right? But he did. But you know what the problem is? There was only Gabriel Jesus at the edge of the 18.
But
so
it's narrative over truth, though. It's always going to be narrative over truth.
No, but Saka, you know what I mean? Saka got past the guy, and he's crossing the ball to nobody in the 18. He won a corner, fine, okay. Then the corner worked maybe in the second half. What about the first half, right? Arsenal didn't get a lot of corners yesterday.
What's the average amount for a winger to dribble past a player?
We had
about in the game, Ram, about
no, in just any game.
3-4 times max in 90
No,
minutes.
for any player across the world.
For any. By the way, if any winger dribble past a defender, especially 1-on-1, not two defenders, 3-4 times, that'd be considered very good per game. 3-4 dribbles per game past a defender. And the winger, that's pretty damn good.
90 minutes.
We had a lot of corners.
No, that's what I'm asking. What's the
you're not gonna measure. You're not gonna go and measure. So Doku, who gets past his defenders a lot of times, averages 6 dribbles a game. But that is fucking Doku, who nobody can get close to in terms of dribbles.
Then Doku used to run out of bounds after. That's the only problem.
But my point about this, 3-4 times a game past your defender is good. Yeah. And by the way, if you do that 3-4 times, you're supposed to at least deliver 2-3 very dangerous crosses.
Yeah, it's what you do.
There are other crosses that you deliver without getting past the defender. By the way, people think that I got a lot of wingers. You need to get that half a yard to deliver the cross. You don't get past the defender to get the cross. Saka yesterday, he got past the defenders. They recovered. He won a corner. Blah blah blah. But the problem is, I still think
that culture, is one of the things that's killing strikers is this notion that you have to beat the defender. Ryan Giggs never beat anybody. Beckham never beat no one. Trent never beat. Like their whole thing is not beating the guy. Like you don't have to get past.
Ryan Giggs was.
Ryan Giggs, bro. That guy did not need to dribble, bro. Beckham did not need to take no one on. All you need is the ball to beat the man. Because, bro, when I was younger, playing fullback was about don't let the cross get in, not don't let the winger rip you. If the ball beats the man, it's a win.
No, but that's the thing. Ryan Giggs would dribble past and cross it in. That was his game. It was dribble, run, and cross.
Bro, Ryan Giggs did not need to beat people completely and leave them in hell to get to have something of quality.
That's
the point I'm making. I'm not telling you he's never ever ripped no one. I'm saying the point is that as long as the ball beats the man, it's successful.
Yo, the thing about Saka I noticed though a lot is I feel like when he is trying to get past his guy and stuff, it looks like he's always trying to go for a corner. Like he's trying to win the corner. Because that's where you guys are most dominant.
No, what are you saying, bro?
I rarely see
Saka.
Say that again.
I feel like every time, like Saka has the ball on the wing, he's trying to win Arsenal a corner, trying to win them a set piece.
Get off Twitter, bro.
I don't think so. I used to say that, but then I don't think so. I actually don't think that's a narrative thing.
Say it's premeditated, but
I don't think it's premeditated. Like he's not going waiting for the defender to come and
block the ball. You know what it is? It's not premeditated, but again, you could argue it's not the right decision. Why are you going on the inside? Why are you going on the outside? Why are you going to the byline? Why don't you cut inside? Use your other players that are around you. That kind of stuff.
But he does cut it outside.
He does all of those things.
All the things.
I won't say it's premeditated, but like is if you're in a sticky situation, if I was a winger, next thing you do is get a throw-in or a corner, bro, and reset. That's I wouldn't look too much into Saka winning corners at the end of the day. Like it's just,
bro, that's some Twitter shit, bro.
No, I don't want. I wouldn't look that much.
I don't think that he's looking
Saka
for the corner like
off
this.
players to try and get a corner. Every
I think
time
when
is-
things when the opportunity doesn't look great, that's when he's like, okay, calm, I just get a corner and we move on, innit?
like every other player ever.
But I hear there is a part of this, Pazz, and everyone actually in the chat. The problem for me is, again, Saka gets past the defender, looks up. I saw it yesterday in his eyes. He looks up. Bro, none of the Arsenal players get inside the 18.
But then why doesn't he do that when there is a player in the box?
There is nobody. Okay,
Because
we
there
did
is-
it. Okay.
because
Do you
there
know
is,
yesterday I looked at the heat maps this morning. There is not a lot of there is not a big heat. Arsenal, by the way, a team that dominates position, a team that has the most touches.
Look
in
at our
opposition
touches
box.
in the box.
Right? A team.
Look
Okay,
at
let me
who
just
has the
finish the
touches,
take.
bro.
Let me finish the take. A team that has that many touches, right? The touches are coming from a Trossard, coming from a Saka, right? I don't think Declan Rice gets enough. Any midfield, watch. I'm gonna tell you something. You watch Enzo Fernandez, right?
Declan Rice is the guy that has to have a lot of touches.
Mahonta, you cannot have 13 players on the pitch. If you choose a midfield of Odegaard, Zubamendi, and Rice, one of them has to support.
You don't. Rice is the worst example, though. At least Odegaard would be the best example.
No, and I'm gonna tell you something. The reason why, okay, if Odegaard, and I'm gonna say, and this is by on Mikel Arteta as well. If Odegaard doesn't sit with Timber next to Saka, Saka will be tripled on every time. If Odegaard leaves that space and go inside the 18, Saka will. The reason why Odegaard is there to attract one of the midfielders out of Saka to have a one-on-one with the defender. There is a lot of coaching in the world that is beta. I was coached a lot. One of the things that one of my coaches, I had a couple of years in a club, that one of the main things that we did is that coach used to tell us, my job is to get the winger isolated with the defender in a 20-yard space, so for my winger to work, right? To work the defender. From that point on, we're working on other aspects of the game. Who's making the runs in the 18? Who's making a near post? Who's making a far post? But my job is to get the winger. If Saka gets isolated, like Doku, Pep Guardiola does this a lot with Doku. Pep Guardiola tries to recycle to get Doku isolated with the defender. Because that is his job as a coach, is to give Doku the best platform to dribble and make some. Doku making the wrong decision, that's on Doku. You know, that's not on the coach.
When Pep puts Doku on the touchline, he doesn't play as good as when he's in centrally.
I disagree.
Like a game against Liverpool. No, like on touchline, compared like when we played Liverpool, Doku was in centrally more. Best game I've seen him play in a City shirt. Ram will tell you. Ram, I'm pretty sure watched that game. Doku unplayable. That game was
against Wolves.
Where are you, Ahmed? Ahmed, where are you?
Where are you?
You okay?
Bro, I'm in the gym smoking the Arsenal pack. That's what I'm on, mate. Yeah, I'm in the gym, mate. Yeah, look at this, mate. Look at this, bro. Yeah, do you get me? Yeah, come on.
Anyway, are you gonna go home? When you go home, just join us if you gotta go home. Yeah.
Look, I'm waiting 10 minutes in it before I get my ride in it, so I'll mute myself, and then when I go back home, I'll
get on the bus, man. Get on the bus.
Yeah. Because there is a massive
bus,
sound in the back. The massive sound.
Get your bus,
man. It's the AC's working overtime, bro.
Get your bus pass.
Sweat out.
Get your bus pass.
Gotta get that sweat
but
out
again,
of the gym.
all of us here's the thing. Everyone is over analyzing the Arsenal performance of yesterday, correct?
No, we're not.
No, we are. That's what we have been doing that for the last 30 minutes. We've been doing this for the last 30 minutes.
You're the host. You're the one. So that you're over now. You are not everyone.
Why I am doing this?
You're the one. You're the host.
I want to to be honest with you, is that so if Arsenal, by the way, there is a narrative of Arsenal forwards don't score goals. They haven't scored goals. So can Arsenal win the league with these guys then?
Well, they kind of are doing it at this moment. Do I rate them? No. But they're winning. What can I say? What can I say? They're not the best forwards in the world. I feel as though this is going to sound so harsh, but the free-flowing, fluid football, I wonder if they are capable of doing it, if that makes sense, without being so exposed. Because at the end of the day, when you look at the Liverpool team of 18-19, I always go back to that. They were free-flowing, but defensively, we were on point. I think other than that Arsenal team in 97-98 and Chelsea in 04-05, we have the best defensive record in Premier League history, and that was when we were playing free-flowing, swashbuckling football.
Best.
Who's constipated right now? I swear to God, someone's constipated right now.
Best in the street.
What do you mean? I'm just asking the questions, isn't it?
I said to you earlier. No, I said to you earlier, yeah, that Arteta is better.
Oh,
He's gone.
Arteta got him. Arteta's got him.
That pure gym Wi-Fi cut out.
So, other than the fact that Ahmed got rudely interrupted by Arteta, who was the one that was constipated?
Pazz didn't like that. I remember Liverpool were very solid defensively, actually.
Yeah, but that second best of the Premier League of all time is.
No. I'm looking at the stats right now. I'm looking. Arsenal 98-99, 17 goals conceded. Chelsea 04-05.
Oh, I thought you said second. That was my issue.
No. I said.
If
we're talking modern history, like 2001 was, then you could.
No, we're not doing that. Premier League. We're not saying modern history. What the hell?
But that's in the 90s. That's Mo's era. That's Mo's era, bro. Like, you know what I mean? That's when Inter was good. That's when Inter was good. That's when Inter was good. Nah, but we play swashbuckling football, and because we had the players capable enough to do it. It's whether Arsenal are capable.
I wouldn't say. I don't think, bro.
I don't think Arsenal players are.
Your quality. Hold on. Your quality at that time was not mad. Let's not. Hold on. Your midfield was Fabinho, Wijnaldum, and Jordan Henderson. Let's not. Hold on.
Put some respect on Flacco's name. Put some respect.
And you are overwhelming with quality, bro.
To be honest with you, the forward, but the forward line. To have three players of Salah's quality, Firmino and Mane, is a difference. Like
Robbo and
each one of them.
No,
also Trent. Okay, also Trent and Robertson were difference makers. With all due respect, like Robertson had more assists than Trent in that season. If I'm not mistaken, had more assists.
Yeah, he went mad.
The crosses were great
because he played left wing, bro.
Yeah, and
I went to play left wing, Robertson.
What we doing? That was the point.
And to be honest with you, I am starting to look at Nkapia yesterday, and I'm like, you are a left back. I see Timber going in the 18. I see Timber crossing sometimes. Nkapia yesterday, what was the point of Nkapia playing the game? Is that being solid defensively?
Didn't he play a back three?
But you don't need a back three like this. I didn't see the point.
No, Mo, you can't play attacking football with a back three. You can. It's just whether
but Nkapia. But if you watch Nkapia yesterday, he got into the right places to create the half a yard and whip in across or do something. He just wouldn't. He would turn, pass it back to Gabriel. They would recycle. Like he is getting in the right spaces. He can cross the ball. I think he's been instructed not to cross it.
Nkapia normally been good going forward. I'll be real this year.
Yesterday he wasn't.
I don't think he was instructed to not be good. Like he just had a bad day. Like everyone, it's the thing. Like I feel like we've taken Nkapia's been good going forward. What are we doing?
No, just general performances.
Who Nkapia?
Like he's been a bit underwhelming. Hasn't been that great.
What?
Especially defensively.
You've actually lost your damn mind, bro. Nkapie's been good this year. Like,
that's what I'm hearing from Arsenal fans. Don't.
I don't think you are hearing that. I don't think you are hearing that, bro. Nkapie's been like one of our better players this year, bro. Like, this is you've just made that up, and then
can I tell you? I said something when Ahmed comes in. I'm gonna make a point. I want to just. Can I ask you guys for real, serious? Why people yesterday changed their opinion? If City still, as Pazz said, in form, they are 15 and the only one against Wolves in the Premier League this season.
Because it's because none of them want it.
No, it's because
what?
It's way funner to hate on Arsenal than what it is Man City. Who are you even gonna get onto? There is no man. Like, if I was one of you, man, I would chat shit about Arsenal too. I don't even hate the game. You see me? I don't hate the game. You know.
You just hate the players.
I hear it.
No, but it's not. It's kind of strange. How can I listen to Sky Sports yesterday and the only one making sense out of all of them is Mike Richard? He's saying What are you
They
guys
gotta
talking
make
about here?
bread. But he,
Like,
but he
if-
supports Arsenal though. Like, at the end of the day,
Ah.
I understand everyone's got to do the clicks thing. You see me, I understand it. And if it was me, if I was a Man U fan, I'd hate you. I'd hate Arsenal too. We're top of the league. And we do trolly shit. Like, we're doing crosses, we're pushing your goalie into the goal and getting your centre back to kick it into the. That to me would rattle me. So for me, I get it. I really do get it. And me personally, I would do narratives too. Like, I'm not angry at it, bro. It's the game.
There is a narrative. There is a narrative. Obviously, people are talking
Give me the
about
narrative.
the narrative that people think that Arsenal will bottle it, right? And whether you think that or think that,
I don't think people think that. They hope. They hope it. They don't think it.
No, I think some people generally believe the narrative. I think they do. The only reason why, and the reason I go back to Arsenal, some Arsenal fans being a little bit nervous about the end of the season is because we're in a situation where we don't know whether Arteta can do it, because the last couple of seasons we've only seen him not do it. Like,
Great.
you know what I mean?
Can I counter that?
I know you're going to say City ain't the same team.
Yeah, but hold on. Okay, let me.
Analysis.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you guys something.
I am
Arteta
just
is
trying
a
to
bottle
explain.
job. Okay, let me run it. Arteta's a bottle job. Great. A lot of City fans yesterday, Kyle is one of them as well, started the memes of "Don't dare you bottle it." Not Kyle by itself. Arsenal are this. Then when I go to City fans,
Pressure.
okay, hold on. Okay, great. Then when I go to, because I remember 23-24, right? And then when I go to City fans and say, do you think your team is good enough to now capitalize on Arsenal? None of them with chest say yes. They say, yeah, we're hoping that Arsenal drop it, but we
They
still...
always do that, Mo.
No, 23-24, I remember. 23-24.
Yeah, I
all
mean,
the City
21-22, they were doing the humble thing as well, bro. They're
No,
14 points ahead of us.
No, that's... Okay. Why are you going 6 years ago? Why are you going
Because
6 years ago?
that is literally City fans in a nutshell, bro.
No. 23-24, all the City fans, they were like, Kevin De Bruyne is back. We are winning this league. We're going to beat Arsenal home and away. That's what they said, right? That's what they said, City fans. At that time, I used to do YouTube. We used to watch.
Oh, okay.
23-24, Arsenal City fans were like, our team is good. I haven't seen a City fan that is presenting an argument or why do they think they are better than Arsenal? Everyone thinks that they are still worse than Arsenal as a team.
Well, I think if Diaz and Gavardio were both there, they'd be a little bit more chest.
Okay, but they are not. But they are not. But they are not.
And I think that's why City are worried, because it's not the same City, but deep down, City fans still believe.
Can I tell you? You actually started the spiral even when they were there, but fine, man. They were there. They got injured one game.
Hold on.
No, we
dropped
dropped.
question.
We dropped.
Yes.
This is low-key not. How long have you supported? How long have you supported City?
For me,
Yeah.
bro, since 08.
Oh.
But I'm also young too. That's the thing, right?
Yeah, man.
So yeah, okay. So you haven't seen City like being bad. Okay. Fair enough. What's the next question?
So for me at least, what I'm saying is with Pep Guardiola there, you're gonna believe the gaffer. The guy's done it before, and you're hoping that it can get right. I think Mark Gay coming in is gonna be a huge signing. I honestly
ask one more question. When you're done.
I believe.
Who was the manager in 08?
In 08?
Yeah.
It wasn't Pellegrini.
No, that's way later. That's 215.
Bro, for
that's
me,
15.
For me, I haven't been
Mark Hughes, then Mancini, then Pellegrini, then
Guardiola. But like I said, I haven't really focus.
Anyway, what's the next? So I know what Pazz is going at, right? So Pazz, what was the point?
The point is also our bottle jobs. They haven't won a Champions League.
I want to hear what Pazz is saying. I want to hear what Pazz. No, because I really didn't know where this is going. I didn't know where this is going. Go ahead.
Just sometimes I need to make sure that who I'm talking to, has been in the mud at least a little bit, so
Okay,
that I can see what you've experienced.
no, but hold
because
on.
Here's my issue.
No, but Pazz, there is no international. There is no Pazz.
on,
There is no
I'm gonna
international
link this.
city. Yeah,
I'm
Pazz.
going
There is
to
no
link it,
international fan. There is no international City fan. I said it before, and Patrick, I've said it. There is no international City fan that has been in the. It's impossible. The Pazz.
They will
When I
never
started watching,
experience. They will never experience the
I'm
banter.
going to link it.
no,
I'm
but
going to link it.
yeah.
Because here's my thing is I'm noticing a lot of people that it's like, for me, your reactions show like how long you've been supporting the particular club that you've been supporting. Because for
Okay.
me, a lot of people change their opinion. Like I feel like because you haven't been through the mud, like you can't, like your opinions are very reactionary. They're very like based off of like what's happening just in this.
Yeah, in the
You're
last
not used to,
5,
like,
10
you're
years,
not
yes.
used to this. Like you're not used to this. Like for me, I come into the season knowing that there's going to be games where I'm gonna be livid. Like, I know I'm not going through this whole season thinking I'm cool. Like I'm just gonna be cool. I'm just gonna be enjoying every week. We're just gonna be moving to everyone. I don't think that because I've seen adversity, and I feel like most City fans they're very reactionary because they haven't seen that adversity, bro. Like you've had. I'm not gonna say the golden words in it, but the reality is you lot don't know how to deal with the inconsistency you have right now because you've never had it.
Same for, by the way, I said that before for Man United. The majority of the Man United fans we talk to, they grew up and Man United is the best team in England in terms of winning trophies. They aren't used to being bad. There's a lot of them, yeah, which is fine. But that's why I say that all the time. Football is not going to be, Martin always say that, like there's Martin say that football is not going to always be Pep Guardiola for Man City. We're not. We're going to get managers that will be fourth, will be fifth. It's not going to only be first, second, third. We're going to get other managers as well. That's the reality.
But think about it. This is the first time, like people are saying, oh, this is the first time Arsenal have faced adversity this year, which is mental, by the way. But in City's history, this is realistically the first time in most of these lots' history where they've been even a little bit shit. And now they've all dropped hope. They say, we're not winning the league. Like most of them say, we're not winning the league. We're like, this is our problem. Centre backs are our problem. Left back, right back, centre mid, like they've all like most of them now. Most of them will be coaching me, telling me about winner mentality and all this mentality stuff. But most of you have quit already. you not quit in Jan, bro. So for me, like it's clear that you lot actually are only used to just being happy, bro. And to me, that's just mental. Like I don't think that's a winner mentality. You're just not used to anything else.
Maybe at the time they overrated your team.
No, I thought didn't City come fourth? Didn't City have like fourth, fifth under Pellegrini or something like this?
So they, I think
When Arsenal, there was an Arsenal, Spurs, Leicester.
To be fair, City's record in the Champions League was actually before they won the league title, and the Prem was quite bad. And then after they won the league title, Pellegrini, it was just they were hovering around fourth and
fifth, if I'm not mistaken. Was it the Arsenal, Spurs, Leicester were top three?
Yeah,
I don't know who were fourth at that.
They were fourth. They didn't drop out of Champions League, but they were always fourth.
Yeah, but they weren't like great.
Yeah, they're all a bit mediocre.
Let me do this. Dude, Giggs' game was all about beating his man.
That is true.
Apart from the fact that I never said that he doesn't beat his man, I said he didn't need to.
Brother,
he literally made videos talking about when he was speaking about Ronaldo, like talking to him about you don't have to beat your man every time. It's about getting the ball in. So just relax. I never told you Giggs is a shit dribbler. You can't beat it. It's just so emotional. I just said you don't have to beat your man every time. Relax, bro. What are we doing, bro?
Arteta moment again. First party right back, then Moreno as a 10. Now he's pushing Saliba up. Destroyed the defense. There is a reason we conceded 3.
2 of them were bangers, though. You have to admit.
I was gonna say this. To be honest with you, one of the things that Man United did yesterday that Arsenal didn't do is take chances. Like, who at Arsenal will take a shot from 25, 30 yards?
No one.
Just give it a shot.
No.
Last time someone did it actually winning.
Who did it?
Oh, they got. I can't remember who it was against.
Like, yesterday, for example, I saw spaces for Arsenal.
Technical ability to be shooting.
You do?
Yes.
Okay, no one is going to tell me, guys, that Rice don't know how to shoot from 30 yards. By the way,
No,
no one is going to tell me otherwise.
He does.
Yeah.
He does. He
He's
does.
again. He's not. By the way, Matthias Cunha. You know, if that was Arsenal, that goal that Matthias Cunha scored,
Oh
would have
my
played
days.
it would have played right side, waited for the cross to come back, or played the through pass. Matthias Cunha literally just, I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna try, and he's trusted himself. Players
Do you know,
at
do you know
Arsenal
what I see
don't try
man
that.
doing? I see man doing this Ethan Wanieri thing, yeah. And I'll tell you one thing Arsenal fans are the most jarring about.
Maybe that's
We
why
do
he's
this
not
thing, yeah. We do this thing where like the player that's injured or on loan, we always talk about, oh, if we only had him, he would be doing all
He
these
takes
things
risks.
that we're missing. Like, bro, like, do you
It's
think
true.
Like the revisionism on Havertz. The revisionism on
it's like
Havertz.
He takes risks.
Like I
No,
don't
but when
like,
Neri
like-
takes risks, he doesn't listen to the manager,
Yeah,
innit?
but we did that with Jesus. When Jesus was injured, it was like, oh, if we just got Jesus back, he would be doing all the things that these other guys ain't doing, bro.
Guys, do you know what? Do you know the answer is? Just sign Julian Alvarez, mate.
Hey, I'm not jinxing that one. Musiala and Julio Alvarez summer.
Musiala.
Musiala.
He ain't leaving Bayern, bro.
My
Behave
prayers are too
I think
strong.
he
They're
gave
too
Musiala.
strong.
When we took verse
I've got
from
a laugh,
Bayern,
I've got a
you think
laugh.
they
By the
got
way,
leaving? Nah.
by the
He's
way,
not leaving.
Can I ask a question about this? This super chat quickly? World class Saka was just one more goal than Dorgo. Why isn't
Hello.
Saka scoring like? By the way, you go back to
Hello.
the numbers. Saka always
Hello.
had 20 plus GAs a season. The worst
Hello.
one was 19.
I would say,
Hello.
look at where Dorgu scored that goal from. Have you ever seen Saka there?
No. So why? So what's the answer then?
Dorgu hit a power drive into the.
And by the way,
Hold
I
on.
don't want to discuss Dorgo.
I'm not telling you. We're not even going to have the discussion that Dorgu's better than Saka. We're not going to
Yeah,
do
exactly.
that.
We're not going to say that.
What we are
Yes,
going to talk
thank you so
about
much.
is
why
a
not?
lot of the players you compare these people
It's
to
not true.
are allowed a lot more freedom than what he is, bro. Like I
This
think
is
that Saka is got not training wheels on, but more like he's held back for the greater good of the team. So like it's not the same scenario. Like people compare him to all these people that have never come to the other side of the halfway line, bro. Like, let's have it right, bro. But yeah, if you don't want to hate Saka and say shit, like that's cool with me too, bro. Like do your thing, bro. So make sure when we come to you, don't double him. Leave him open.
Fair enough. Bro never watched gigs play. Why are you waffling? Muhammad literally he literally explained
Then I'm
that.
15,
He literally
then.
explains. He literally
If
explained himself.
that helps you like sleep at night, sure. I never watch gigs play. Never seen it.
Modern managers, Pep Ball, all these new managers want to create 100% clear chances. They want players to walk the ball into the net. That's fake
It's just
football.
sweaty football. They want to play sweaty football, bro. You know them FIFA players when they just do sweaties all the time, bro. Like, what we doing?
But
Where's
all
some-
the managers want to do this, actually. They wanna walk
that's
the
why
ball.
Where's some
football
originality,
shit,
bro?
Football shit now, bro. So there's your reality.
Oh, how is everyone? Yeah, how is everyone?
There's your reality.
Okay, let me just do this last one. If Arsenal win, it's a crap league. Pieces FC own goals. If we lose, we are bottlers. There is no winning against the bias.
No, because I'll keep the same energy for Man City if they do
No, you
win it.
don't.
I will.
Shut up.
I will.
always says this.
I will.
I've never
What we
ever seen
doing?
the energy.
What are we doing?
When am I gonna get it? When am I gonna get the energy? When?
If City with the
Because
league
I've been-
title, because I just said if City with the league.
I've been promised the same energy for months now. When
Brother,
am I gonna
I've been saying this. I've been saying that the league
When?
ain't been the league has been.
That's against Arsenal.
Well, actually, not
That's-
the
that's
league.
against
I said that the
By the
league
way, anybody that says the league is easy, I just want you guys to say something. If people say the league is easy, my
Basic,
response to them is
basic.
that I don't know what that means. There's no that what?
basic.
What does that? What does that mean? Basic. That the super chat said easy. The league is crap. I don't know what. What do you mean basic?
No, for me, it's basic football. And that's and that's
Can you
just
explain what is basic
that's just
football?
on
I'm
a-
sorry.
that's
What
not-
is
that's not
what
on
is
an objective.
what do you
thing,
mean
that's just
basic
a-
football? What do you mean basic football?
Set pieces.
Okay, just because. Okay, so I'm gonna respond to.
Yeah.
And I'm not
What-
talking. And I'm
what
not
is
talking
the-
about just Arsenal. I'm talking about the rest of the league. But
Okay, I'm
Yes,
gonna tell you what. I'm gonna tell you
you are,
the fact that Arsenal scored 2 at home yesterday and still lost the game tells you how tough our games have been in the Premier League this season. Man City are struggling. Liverpool are struggling. If you drop your guard for 1 minute, you'd lose the game. Liverpool did.
I hope we're not here next week. I hope we're not here next week, and you've all lost, bro. I really hope that we're not here next week and it goes back to 7, bro. I swear down.
And then what if we come back next week and it goes to 1?
I said that yesterday.
It better not be, bro. I swear down. You better win that game, bro.
I said that this morning, actually. I said that this morning. I said, so are people going to change their opinion if Man City go to Spurs and don't win and Arsenal win their game? Are we going to change our opinion again?
What if we go to Spurs?
Great. So anybody that tells me that, let me ask you something, Kyle.
Yeah.
What are your predictions then for next week? So we're here.
Fuck Spurs. I don't know what's going on with that. If Thomas Frank's still in the job.
But I don't want ifs. I don't want if Thomas Frank. I don't want ifs. See, I don't want if Diaz is back. I want I said, if we come here next week and Arsenal are 6 points ahead of City, are we gonna change your opinion? And your response to me is, what if it's the other way? So I want to hear. Do you think it's gonna be the other way? Do you think that points next game will be 1 or 2 points?
I'm expecting 3 points.
You are expecting to win against Spurs and you're expecting Arsenal to drop points.
I'm expecting them to beat Leeds, but if they drop points, that'll be amazing. But I'm expecting to win from City at least.
Will Ahmed cut his hair if United win 5 in a row? Will you cut his hair if United?
I'm more worried.
Anyone who knows me, that's seen me with short hair. There's a reason why I've got long hair. Do you get me? Never again. No chance, bro. Go check my TikTok out.
What is the question again? Say that the question again. What is the question? I don't know what question are you talking about, my man. What is the question? Did you ask me a question, Kyle?
No,
look, at the end of the day, when you talk about quality, well, quality of the league is a bit different, but you talk about the way that football is being played in the league is a subjective thing. Saying that is
you can say the league is not entertaining, but people cannot say the league is crap. The word entertaining
is basic, being basic football doesn't
me and
mean
Osam,
that you're crap.
I still believe that the league is harder to win now than before.
No, but you can still also say that basic football is, if you're very good at basic football, then great.
So what is that, a stick to beat whoever's going to win the league with, or what is it?
Yeah, for either Arsenal or City.
Why? So why is that their fault that Sunderland are very structured well, Bournemouth play?
I also say if Liverpool in the same position, I'll still say the same thing.
Let's imagine that Man City win the league or Arsenal win the league. Why is it their fault that it's very hard to win against the majority of the team?
That is the $1 million question, Mo.
So there is no.
For me, like when you talk about set pieces and set pieces, because Jurgen, no, let me say this. Jurgen Klopp said this perfectly. Formations and everything doesn't mean anything. What does he also say? But it's more the desire and the ability to defend is what you need to have to defend set pieces. For me, it's not about how you set up your team or how you do it. It's just who actually wants to defend properly. That's what you're.
By the way, that word "wanted" and all the stuff, it can go for.
I'll do it in it. Yeah, I haven't got a clue.
What is it? What is Jurgen Klopp was waffling about?
Listen.
Oh my days! Do you really?
So Jurgen Klopp said the shape means nothing. Brilliant.
Well, you could put. He's basically saying you could put whatever formation you do.
Yeah,
but it's about actually having the physicality and the actually defending prowess to actually defend set pieces.
I mean, they both matter. They both matter, don't they? Though, do you know what I mean?
I'm confused.
Of course.
Mo, can you fill me in because I've got
no. Ram is talking about the league is basic now, and I'm telling him that the league is harder now because it's very hard to win football matches.
Wait, Ram, was it basic last year? Like when you won it, do you think it was a dead?
Oh yeah.
Last time, okay. If you think that, then
I
mean,
look. If you're telling me the team of last year up against, say, the 18-19 team, the 18-19 team will smoke that team.
Yeah,
we're not going to go to that conversation again. I don't want to go to that conversation again.
We'll do it. That's what I'm saying.
I beg.
Yeah, please. But Ahmed, quickly, like football-wise, why do you think Man United were better than Arsenal yesterday? Is it? And don't tell me that you were saying something about Mikel Arteta. By the way, there are people on the internet, guys. I'm going to tell you how bad the internet is, right? There are people that said that Carrick is a better manager than Mikel Arteta. That's how people think on Twitter.
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think I've ever heard that. Do you get me? Listen, Twitter is.
It's not you, but people are saying, see, Mikel Arteta, the better coach.
So all I'm saying, yeah. Right, okay, bro. There's so much I want to speak about. So you're saying to me, why did we beat them, or why we was the better team?
Yeah, why would you be the better team?
Because we stuck it on them. We stuck it on them, bro. We weren't afraid, right? Because every single time they scored, we didn't get. We weren't shaken. We weren't stressed. We weren't defending. We weren't just being. Oh, let's just be really deep, defend, soak up all the pressure, and just try and play for a draw. We kept going. They score, we score. We go and try it. We go again. Simple as that. So I've said it right. Someone said to me, when it comes to Arsenal and United prediction as the preview, are you worried about Arsenal's players? I said to them, I'm not worried about their players in terms of when I look at Arsenal players right on paper. And when I go into that game, I'm not thinking to myself, oh my days, this guy could do something out of nothing, even if the system isn't really working for Arteta. The thing that I'm scared of is set pieces and our players making mistakes. What happened in the game? Lissandro mistake and set piece mistake. They didn't really create from open play, right? The only chance I can think of is Rice free kick, whips it in, and then one of the defenders heads it, and then Lemons makes a comfortable save. We was by far the better team. The first 30 minutes goes to Arsenal, right? They were all over us.
They were better. They were better.
Yeah, they were better in it. So even though it was an own goal, it was coming in it because they were the better side in the first 30 minutes. But
finally, someone is actually watching the game and analyzing because I thought the first 30 minutes actually we were better.
Yeah, first 30 minutes,
yeah they were better than Man United.
We were trash in build-up, and it's kind of expected. It's at their ground. You know, the fans are on their side. You know, it's a big game for them. So first 30 minutes, they were on us, right? But they still didn't really create like clear cut and like that, right? So ever since when we conceded, we kept going. We capitalized on their mistake. So we make a mistake with Lissandro Martinez not defending Timber properly, not really being that aggressive. We forced Zubamendi making a mistake, and it's a quality finish from Mbeumo. What have we noticed with Mbeumo?
We didn't force Zubamendi into a mistake.
There was a bit of a pressure by them.
He was not bro. Please,
he was off balance. He was off balance, yeah, and then he literally hit it like that. Right. It was off balance.
He did it. That was a complete and utter spastic moment that was unforced.
Okay.
I don't think that's forced at all.
All right, if you say so. Like I said, I think
watch it.
I thought that there was a bit of Man United.
I think people are giving Man United way too much credit. Bro.
No, we do deserve all the credit, yeah, because every single person and every single rival fan, yeah, every single person had Arsenal winning that game. You've not lost at all this season at your ground. We've not beaten you in the Emirates since 2017. So saying that, oh, you're giving them too much credit. We deserve the credit. We literally were the best.
We deserve the corn. I don't think you deserve.
I
don't think you're just changed.
Yeah, but two things can be right though. Two things can be right. You can cook Arsenal for not being that great, but let's be real. Let's be real, yeah. Off the ball and defensively, we were calm. We were calm, bro. You didn't really
calm. Yeah, I agree. You were calm. Yeah. I think we were more shit than what you were good, and I'm not taking all the credit away because at the end of the day, you have to capitalize and you have to make those moments.
I'll tell you why.
I think you were OD clinical, and there's periods in the game where you managed to keep the foot on our necks, and I think you responded. I think you responded well every time, and that is what I'll give you credit for. In terms of overall dominance, I'm not giving it to you.
Listen, right. I'll tell you why we deserve all the credit, right? And I hear what you're saying, but bro, you don't understand. We were under Ruben Amorim for a year and a half, and we were watching dross after dross after dross for ages. It took him almost a year to get back-to-back wins. Michael Carrick, he ain't no elite manager. He ain't no disciple of Pep or any of them top managers. He's just, he was sacked at Middlesbrough.
Hey, he's disciple of Fergie, bro. Disciple of Fergie.
He was
but that doesn't give you credit in the game. I'm not saying you don't need to deserve credit as a club for now winning 2 on the bounce. I'm saying in that game, I don't think that you were just overwhelming with quality. I genuinely think you've had 5 shots and you scored 3 goals. So
Yes.
for me,
Yeah,
I
but
think
that's
you
the
were
blueprint.
unbelievably creative.
But
Can
I think you were more
I,
creative than
guys,
what
can
we
I
were.
want to go back to the goal first because I actually just watched it again and I took a screenshot of exactly before Zubamendi makes the. And let me explain what I think, and maybe you guys can correct me if I see wrong. In this play, this is before Zubamendi passes the ball. You watch
Look at all the space in front of him.
No, but hold on, he hasn't even received the ball yet. There is no. If he received the ball and tried to turn, let me talk. If he received the ball and tried to turn, number one, Bruno Fernandes is within 5 yards from him.
Yeah.
That's why he chose to pass. Timba is marked by Dorgo, and Saliba is moving up. Zubamendi here, he needs to let the ball run across his body. The problem is Zubamendi didn't trust himself to beat Bruno Fernandes because his body shape is completely wrong here.
No, there's more to it though, Mo. There's more to it than that. Hang on, Pazz. No, wait, hang on, Pazz. There's more to it because the weight of pass from Saliba, he could not let it run. Otherwise, Bruno's gonna close him down, and he'll lose the ball anyway.
Bruno is closing down. There is pressure. My point about this: Man United were brave enough to press with six players. To press with 6 players. No, come on. This is under pressure. This is pressure.
The normal Zubamendi. There is acres of space right in front of you there, or you can actually just kick the ball.
He couldn't do it, bro.
You're a professional footballer who gets paid thousands and thousands and thousands of pounds every week, bro. You're telling me you can't make a 10-yard pass to Raya, bro? Even I don't care if you're off. I don't care if you're
Of course.
He has 3 options here.
So then it was a forced error then.
Hold on. The worst case, no. Because it's just a shit mistake. I don't think this is a forced error. Is if you have no options. He's got 3 options.
What's his 3 options? What's his 3 options?
He got one option. To be honest,
he only got one option, and the guy's closing him down.
He's got one. He's got Raya right there. All you have to do is get into him, bro.
He was off balance.
You literally.
But that's the mistake. The mistake is he's off balance. The mistake is here. Look at how
take his options away.
Look at how he
Bruno forced him to rush the pass.
So you're not going to give you have to give credit here to
Bruno's way is towards our goal. If he takes a touch towards their goal, he is in acres of space.
Brother, this ain't tennis, bruv, when it's an unforced error, bruv. You can have forced errors.
It's not tennis. You can't tell me about what's, bro. You have never been in this position in your life. I'm telling you, he's got 2 clear options here, bro.
Brother,
he does this all the time.
If you get impressed by someone, it is a forced error because you're forcing them to make a mistake. That's the whole point of pressing.
He beats presses all the time.
And he didn't do it this time.
Because he's made a shit mistake. It's not a forced error. A forced error is when you take away all of his options. He's still got 2 options.
Am I going when a player presses someone to force an error and then an error occurs, isn't that not a forced error?
No, because he's not forced into the error because he's got 2 options.
He's pressing him.
Oh my god! So every time someone presses and they make a this is mental. If you have options, it's not a forced error.
Oh my god! His one option, and he makes a mistake, and he makes the mistake.
Options. Everyone that says this is a forced error, I genuinely don't think you can do. I don't think you got 10 kick-ups in you because this is not a forced error. A forced error is when you take away the options. He's got 2 options still.
Oh my days! I think you just don't want to give credit to United, bro. I'm sorry.
This scenario is Zubamendi, and it's all Zubamendi's fault. He should not be giving them a goal in this scenario. Facts. That's it. This is not, oh my God, unlucky Zubamendi. Oh, Man United did so well. This is Zubamendi.
No, you can still call him an idiot. No, you can still call him an idiot because one of his skill set is to be press resistant, and he didn't do it. One of the main reasons you were bought at the football club was to be.
In my opinion,
the reason why he was brought to the football club was to be press resistant and maintain and keep the ball.
In my opinion,
that is not credit to Man U, bro.
The Man United. I actually think there is a big credit to Man United here because they are pressing with 6 players. The fact that Zubamendi. Can I finish the take? Can I finish the take? Please.
Bro.
No, it's not. Let me finish the take. Let me finish the take. Zubamendi here, player of his quality, should be able to position his body and pass a simple pass to David Raya, and then it goes to the left, and the play is happening. I'm going to give credit to Man United that they literally harried him. He should be able to pass the ball to Raya. Simple. Look at his body shape in passing. This is a shit body shape to pass the ball, and that's why he made the mistake. Zubamendi should have been able to pass that ball to Raya. This is where I agree with Pazz here. You're not going to tell me that this is not an amateur footballer. Even amateur footballers would be able to pass this ball to David Raya because he had space to pass the ball here. I don't think his body shape allowed him to make the ball run across his body to open up for that 20 yards that he has or 30 yards that he has. I don't think, because his body shape was completely wrong.
No, but
Man United, the reason why I'm giving Man United credit here is for Man United to be able to commit 6 players forward, mark man to man, and still have a player free, which is weak. You can see here in the screen, there is a player that is free. They're not marking. Arsenal has 5 players on the screen. Man United has 6, right? That means Man United committed more players forward and the rest, right? Here, Zubamendi made the mistake. I'm going to give credit to Man United for press, but there's no excuse for Martin Zubamendi to not be able to make a simple pass to David Raya. This is where I am.
Okay.
The next group of press is on the halfway line. But you're bringing the press. The next set of guys are at the halfway line.
And it's a one-on-one.
He's surrounded. He's not. You acting like he's surrounded by.
And like each player is cutting every form of a passing lane.
Let me just finish what I said there. Listen.
Go ahead.
Man United.
Moving on from the goal, but to be honest, Man United committing players forward.
Listen, I've seen Man United play against Sociedad, where Zubamendi was playing twice, by the way, in Allegra. With Zubamendi, he's technically calm, right? But bro, what he is not used to is obviously the press, and you have to think quick in it. Like, you can't just rely. How can I say this? And obviously La Liga is a bit slower in it in terms of the intensity.
He's not like a Toni Kroos.
Yeah, you've got more time to think. But
he's
with
not
him, right?
Toni Kroos.
No, he's not like Toni Kroos in it. But my point is, right? We stuck it on them.
He doesn't have that brain.
We stuck it on them. We nullified pretty much their attack, right? And I said, Mo, the player quality difference on paper between United and Arsenal ain't really as far as you guys think it is, right? Now, I'm not saying, before anyone laughs and before anyone is like butthurt about the situation, do I think we're going to win a league title? No chance. Do I think we're going to challenge? No, right? Because when you have players that are good on paper, you still need a manager to get the best out of them, and you need consistent performances, and it's not judged based on only on 2 games, and that's it. Yeah, give them the job. But you can't discredit that we literally went to your ground. We've not won there since 2017, which was what, 9 years? You know, Mo, it was 2017 since we beat them. That's when Jesse Lingard was
the Premier or in the FA Cup.
I think it was in the league. It's when Lingard bagged. I think it was the league.
Oh, when he did the flute set.
Yeah. Someone can fact check that, right? So regardless, our attack better than yours, more clinical, and you know what hurt them as well? That Cunha substitution destroyed them. Destroyed them, bro. Not only did he get the goal, Mo, but you know what he was doing? Every single time, right? If you're bringing a player like Cunha, who's direct, aggressive, and will always take a shot, and you need a goal, and you've got a player who's actually like Cunha, who's going to be able to draw fouls, win it, and waste time, it completely nullified them, bro. Completely nullified it. The midfield battle, I have to big up Casemiro once again. Casemiro was absolutely masterclass from him, bro. Masterclass quality. People said to me that he won't be able to handle the legs and the midfield battle against Rice and Zubamendi. Casemiro and Kobe Mainoo were fantastic. The defense, shout out to Maguire. I thought Maguire today, bro. Oh my, I'm not his biggest fan, but he was colossal. There were a few instances where Lissandro was.
Do you think the midfield?
Hold on. I just have to check quick. When Cunha came on, we scored.
What are you talking about?
You know what? When Cunha came on, we scored the next goal.
Yeah, you scored the goal. But when you scored
the next goal,
bro, you're literally not listening, innit? Yeah. When we brought in Cunha, when you scored 2-2, were you not chasing the game? Were you not going to win the game? That's why you brought in Madueke. When it was 2-2, Pazz, and you scored the second goal, you guys were about to get the third goal. Cunha being on the pitch completely destroyed you guys on the ball and off the ball. He got the goal. He was winning fouls.
When he came on, he was winning.
What was the score when we came when we
2-1?
2-1. Man United, 69th minute.
They scored. So they made it 2-2, right? They made it 2-2 while Cunha was on the while he was on the on the field, right?
While later, by the way, Arsenal made it 2-2 probably in the, I think, 80
84.
something minute.
84
Cunha, it was about 20 minutes or 18 minutes.
Okay.
Anyway,
Regardless, yeah, he changed the game, innit? He changed the game, right?
he changed the game by the moment. I don't think Cunha changed the game. Okay, this is what I
No,
think.
but
He changed the
Cunha-
game. He won the game by a moment. Ahmed, Cunha.
It's not just the
is-
goal, though. I'm talking
No, I
about. I'm talking about winning fouls. There was a
my
situation
God.
where also, I'm not just talking about the goal, by the way. I'm talking about when the ball was going to him, he wasn't making dumb decisions. He wasn't just booting it under pressure. He was.
No, he
winning
wasn't.
fouls.
So
I
to
think Man
be-
United
No,
should-
Mo.
No,
To be
if
fair,
the
I'm
rest
looking.
on the
I'm
top,
looking.
could I say
I'm
he changed
looking
the
at like the. I'm looking on the BBC about the momentum graph. Yeah, when he
Uh-huh.
came on, there was a little bit of a spike for Man United, but then went back down. When
Yeah,
Arsenal
yeah,
came
yeah.
back.
But then for a
So
bit,
it did help out.
what-
It did
so
help.
come on,
So
we're not
so
gonna
if
sit
Gyökeres
here and
scored that goal,
It was more for
if
Carrick. It was
Gyökeres-
more of a
And
Carrick.
also-
More credit
and
to
also,
Carrick
Mo, yeah,
than more.
you're
than
talking
to
about.
Cunha.
I mentioned the attack. A breach. Eze didn't do much. Trossard, Dallo handled
I
it.
mean the guy that plays centre mid.
Saka didn't really do much. Madueke off the bench, nothing. Not really. He was running out of play. Didn't really do much. Gyökeres, I mean, the less said the better about Victor Gyökeres because he. I mean, there were a few instances where there were a few instances, yeah, where he
Gyökeres
was
is
getting the
funny.
better of Lisandro Martinez. But for the most part, I wasn't really scared. Defensively, we were calm. Midfield-wise, we're good. Kobe Mainu, shout out to him as well. This is his second. I think this is his second or third start, right? Kobe Mainu, great performance. Casemiro, great performance. Hands down, deserved dub. Our attack are better than Arsenal. Yeah, we've got the better attackers. I'll absolutely die on that hill.
Yeah, but
believe
I
so.
wanna ask you something. Do you think if you controlled position and Arsenal played low block, would your attackers look the same as Arsenal?
Say that again. If we played
Okay.
like Arsenal, will our attackers
Okay.
score?
So hold on. If Arsenal played a low block like Man United, right? Would Ahmad and Mbuemo and Dorgo look as good?
Yeah, because I believe Ahmad can break down low blocks.
So why when Man United play against low blocks, you guys struggled individually?
Yeah, under Amorim, we've been struggling a lot against low blocks. Not because
So
we don't have...
you think under Carrick, when you play
Which is
against
why
low
I'm
blocks,
looking
the
at it.
players will be able to express themselves.
I
Same.
believe against the smaller teams here, we've got the players to open them up and actually beat the smaller teams, which is why I'm waiting to see how Carrick plays against the Fulhams, against the Brentfords and all these guys. Because obviously we have turned up here.
I
We
look
have
forward to it too.
Mo, there's your clip.
We've turned up, Mo, in the past with different managers against big teams. Ollie's beaten Pep Guardiola about 3 or 4 times. So it's not like it's not
Because
out of our
remember, Man United beat Man City by playing on the back foot. You beat Arsenal by
exactly.
playing on the back foot.
But under Carrick, it's a bit different.
And I'm going to tell you something. It is no.
Under Carrick.
It's a bit different.
I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you guys. I'm going to tell you.
Famous last words.
Wait, hang on a minute.
The Man United, I judge big teams when you have the position, when you have 60,
Absolutely, you can-
70% position.
But you
Right,
can't,
because
you
this-
can't overlook the Arsenal performance, though, and the City one. Like, we cooked both teams. Okay, maybe not cooking Arsenal, but we slapped Man City, and we were the better team against Arsenal. And
You were
We-
the better team against
yeah,
Arsenal.
if someone said
Effort
to you,
begging
yeah,
for
if
attention.
someone said to you, Man United are going to take 6 points from Arsenal and Man City,
I wouldn't believe you, of course.
there you go. Which is why Paz needs to give more credit to Man United. Simple.
No,
And he
I
needs to-
think for this
I think
game
it's
you've got
not
to give a lot of
Arsenal.
credit to
and it's not
United.
just results, by the way.
You
it's how
think
we
it's about?
play.
I don't think it's about.
Arsenal.
I think United went into the game with a good game plan.
We should have beat them twice, bro. Even
Um,
when they played us, sorry to cut you off. Even when we played them at home, yeah. If we had a better goalkeeper, we probably would have won that game. So again, like,
If we
No, but
you didn't have a better
I think whoever's saying that they didn't deserve it, or they only.
I thought they did
because
deserve it,
Arsenal
of
played-
course.
no one said they didn't deserve it. No one
hang
said they
on,
didn't
hang
deserve
on,
it.
Mo, hang on. Or say that they only won because Arsenal looked like crap. I think they're being incredibly disingenuous to how
Yep.
good United played.
Yep.
Because United played very well. Very, very well. From minute 1 to minute, when they were under the cosh in the first 20 minutes, they sort of steadied the ship a little bit. And people forget they had chances. They had chances before the first goal. I think, remember Mbuemo?
Even in Bomo, yeah. You didn't.
He had a
was
key
a
pass go
smash and
straight to
grab, though.
Mbuemo. You know what I mean? Bruno.
Bruno off the ball was solid. I don't understand that. This is what I don't get. People saying it's a smash. If you think that was a smash and grab performance here from Man United, then you might listen. Respect to the comment section, innit? But I don't know what you were watching. Respectfully, right? Respect.
It's actually not a smash and grab. The reason why
became
it's
a
not a
smash and
smash and grab because when Arsenal went ahead, Man United were
Went
more in
forward.
position. Went
Exactly.
forward and they were more
Yeah.
in position. I checked the stats actually of the game.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
it actually matches my eye. Someone here is accusing me of something. Mo, I respect your opinion mostly, but your bias for Arsenal this season has skewed your takes often. Sometimes calling it out as you see it is fine too. Don't say that, Uni. Okay, I'm gonna ask you something, Ram. Did you watch my match reaction?
I'm joking.
Did you? No.
I'm
Did you?
joking,
No.
bro. What
Answer
are
me
we
this,
doing?
Greg. Did you watch my match reaction?
I'm joking, bro.
Now, Rax is
Did
not
you watch
joking.
it?
Firm it,
Ram,
firm
did
it.
you watch it?
Did you
Ram,
watch
did you
my
watch it?
match
Ram, did you watch
reaction?
it?
You
Ram,
know
did you
I'm
watch it?
Did you watch my
Ram,
match
did you watch it?
reaction?
Ram, did you watch it? Ram, did you watch it?
Yes.
What did I say in my match
No,
reaction?
you didn't know what-
Okay, hold on.
Reaction.
Okay. In my match reaction, was I complimentary of Arsenal?
Chat GPT, what did Mo say in his reaction?
People in the chat actually can actually. I did a solo. I did. Hold on. Let me just finish this. I did a solo show this morning, and I genuinely ripped into the tactics and the players and everybody because I think the Arsenal players literally yesterday actually were shit.
They
He
both-
didn't
If you
step
don't
out of
call
line.
Arsenal 24/7, you're biased.
they
Like,
both-
you
But
I don't
people
even know-
can still
why are you
call
even
them out.
replying to
But
that?
my man, you're accusing me of something but they still call them out. But I
Right. If you
did
don't-
call
if you
them
don't-
out.
If you don't grill Arsenal 24/7, you are biased. You like, why are you even arguing this point with this
Nah, but-
random guy, bro?
No, honestly speaking, by the way, with the signings that Arsenal have brought in, the Eze, I just want to make one more point. Obviously, they brought in Eze to be a difference maker. They went and brought Gyökeres to be the guy that's going to score them goals and get them over the line. And obviously, you're going to say to me, oh, but even if Gyökeres is not scoring, we're still top of the league. Yeah, actually, we heard that many times in it. We're top, bro. Any conversation we're going to have, we're top. Let's actually talk about the signings that they brought in. Madueke for 50 mil. Eze for 70. Someone can fact check it.
75,
Yeah, Eze for 65 mil.
No, 75.
Bro, free players, that cost a lot of money, and they've.
I don't know what happened. To be honest with you, Eze was one of my favorite Premier League players. I have no idea. I watched Eze live at Crystal
Is
Palace.
that the only players we signed? Is that the only players we signed?
No, there's Hincapie, and he's talking about the attacking players. Because
I'm talking about the attacking
Oh,
players.
Hincapie is on loan right now. like,
How fortunate.
I'm talking about the ones that
we
cost a
don't
lot of money.
think are done well.
What about the
I
ones that
think
cost a lot of
Hincapie
money?
is
Sorry, the
No,
club.
but I
If
think.
the club wanted
But,
to charge us 10 mil, we would have taken the 10 mil, bro.
but hold on. You don't think that Madueke, Eze, and Gyökeres are warranted a little bit criticism?
Here's the reality. If you look at the course of the season,
No, because they're top
I
of the
don't
league.
think. I don't think as a
Madueke has one goal, man, in a whole year in the Prem.
apart from the fact that's just literally not what I was going to say. Over
Go
the
ahead,
course of
can
the
I
season,
hear it?
there's been a lot of spells where Madueke has actually been good in his first season as backup right winger. That's the reality of what he is. So for me, I don't look at Madueke as necessarily a bad signing. Hincapie, good signing. Mosquera, good signing.
Yes.
Who else? Eze, again. I don't think a player like Eze is going to come in and get it in 1 year. And I said that when we signed
Just say
him.
he's been bad. Just you can say it.
I don't think he's going to get it in 1 year. Me saying he's been bad is irrelevant.
Yeah, but you've got the ability to say, "Oh, this guy's been good." But it's
Why
like,
do I need to say it the way you want me to say it?
Because we're talking about this
Yeah,
season.
well, you're saying, you're basically saying, right?
I wasn't
I'm
even finished.
not going to say he's
care
bad.
about next
You're basically saying, Pazz.
wasn't
I'm
even
not going to
finished.
say he's
I don't
bad.
care about next season. Talk about this
Yeah,
season.
you're saying I'm not going to say
I
Eze's been bad.
don't care what you care about. First of all,
No, because you're not asking the question. You're not asking the question.
And second,
That's not the
I was
question.
getting there. If you didn't interrupt me, I would have got there. And
We'll get there when we get
Eze for me, he's going. I always say this. I even said this with Mark Gay. Like going from a team like Crystal Palace to Arsenal. For me, there's always going to be question marks because you're going from a complete different scenario to a scenario where you have completely different pressures. And it's not even just about pressure. It's
And
about the
Bono came
style,
from Brentford to
time,
United.
and the amount of time you're going to get it. Yeah, but Brentford to United.
No,
is the same- it's the same
hold on.
space.
There's
That's
a
not the
massive
same thing.
difference. It's a massive
That's not the
difference.
same thing.
People need to understand, having played for Brentford and playing for Man United this season is
And I'm
not
not
the
talking
same
about
as playing for
pressure.
Crystal Palace. The
Stylistic.
reason why people need to understand, coming from a team that averaged 42% ball position to a team that averaged 60+% ball position the majority of their games, that means your spaces are smaller. Man United this season, Mbeumo thrived when he were played in spaces, not
We know
against
that,
low blocks. You know that. You know the difference, right?
He thrives
Ahmed,
the
you know that.
exact same way he thrives at Brentford.
Absolutely.
So
And
that's a terrible
Bono is a
argument.
type of player, that he
Anyway,
won't even play well.
Back to our shit though. Back to Arsenal because we're not going to.
I actually think the problem for
it's a
Arsenal
terrible
is
point. Let's just move on,
Madueke.
please. I beg.
I think the problem for Arsenal is, I get it. People say Madueke has been good. Yeah, I had some performances were good, but again, we need to see output from Madueke as a winger. I need to see output.
Just so we're clear, these are not excuses. Because at the end of the day, these men are getting paid 100k a week. I will never make excuses for men that play football every day and aren't
like, I'm not gonna sit here and say
I'm never making excuses for.
And also, I'm gonna say Eze. I said that in the beginning of the season. I think that Eze has the skill set to actually thrive at Arsenal and do something similar to what Olise is doing at Bayern Munich. The guy can carry the ball. The guy has a brilliant first touch. But let me, because I believe that. Well, I watched the guy, Eze. He was at Crystal Palace. And it's not only about running in spaces. Eze's body shielding of the ball is elite. The guy has a great shot on him. And I believe he has a vision to pass. I don't know what has happened to Eze. Maybe the system is too much for him. Maybe he's been too cautious. Maybe also
he's got double the jobs.
Or maybe
I think also as well, I was going to say this, and I'm not saying that as an excuse. Maybe that's, Eze's 27. You were bought this season to do something this season. If Arsenal win the league and you didn't do anything, fine. I'm gonna overlook it, and people have to overlook it because now we're gonna look at next season.
For sure, he's underachieving, for sure.
Similar when Doku joined Man City and Man City won the league. At the end, people overlooked what Doku did, and then now, because Man City aren't doing good, now you're analyzing. Huh?
20 years old when he joined Doku from the French league. You're comparing Eze. That was Crystal Palace, FA Cup.
I'm just comparing the player. I didn't come to the age. I'm just comparing the player. I'm not comparing. I am not comparing.
What about Cunha? What about Cunha, who's came from Wolves? What about Cunha?
He's been shit as well.
That's a fair point, Mo.
Cunha's been shit.
What about Cunha? What about Cunha? Tell me, what is your take on Cunha?
Okay, Mo, you know what's mad? I'm going to answer you. But notice how Pazz was able to say Cunha is shit, but he said Eze, he still needs a year. He still needs. You see, you know, it's
the nuance different is because you're using that to attack Eze when they both been.
I'm not attacking Eze. I rate Eze.
You're saying what about Cunha as if like Cunha's been doing something
because you said he came from Palace.
Eze hasn't. They've both been doing nothing.
They've both been doing
nothing. That's not what he's saying.
Nothing.
That's not
Cunha's
what
performances, Cunha's performances throughout the whole season has been better than Eze's.
Okay, I don't know about that.
This is absolutely mental, bro.
It's not. I'm bearing in mind.
I'm gonna say the goal that Cunha scored yesterday and the 3 points, I think in that game will give him a little bit of an edge.
And the Man City, by the way, Mo. Don't forget Man City's cameo.
Because he played that moment that he did yesterday. Yeah, that moment. He literally gave the 3 points.
Successful signing. So Cunha right now, successful signing.
No, not yet. No, Mbuemo is. Cunha is not.
People
are telling me he's been cooking.
Hold on. First of all.
No, hold on, Ahmed. Cunha's not been cooking. Cunha's not been cooking because I have Man United fans. Guys, I have Man United fans literally ripping into Cunha for weeks now. Before yesterday. Yep. So he hasn't been cooking. For the people that say he has been cooking, you're overreacting to the goal he scored yesterday.
Just come to the party. He's only now just come to the party.
A lot of people actually have been saying that Cunha, we're expecting way more than what you did for Man United since he joined Man United. Yeah. Right? For the money that I spent. So reality is, by the way, I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to ask everyone here, has Cunha been better than Joao Pedro this season?
Interesting.
Yes or no? It's a yes or no question.
One's a cam.
Exactly.
You're a glazer. Ram, you're a glazer.
No, Ram, don't do that. Ram, don't do this. Ram, he literally both played the same exact position. He literally played the same exact position.
I've watched Cunha ever since he was at home in Berlin. He's a cam.
I don't give a shit about Cunha.
You're a fraud, bro. You're a fraud.
Who has been better this season? Joao Pedro or Cunha?
Okay, bro. Do you want an answer? You're comparing dog shit to horse shit. They've both been shit. It still stinks.
Hold on. Hold on. If you say that, Ram, I will respect it if you say this. But nobody can tell by the way, guys, My take.
The man
on
gonna tell me
Cunha-
Ram's impartial now as well because he called them both shit.
No, but Mo, can I say something?
Make
Like,
sure- make sure man are happy.
You know
Make
what?
sure man are happy with
I'll
Ramsey.
go one further.
Can I
The
wanted
majority of
to
the
ask.
signings
I
from
wanted
the
to
big
follow
clubs
up.
have been dog
I want to
shit.
follow up. I want to follow up on a question. The question didn't need that all much analysis. It was just a simple question. The reason why I asked this question, because if people say that Cunha is cooking, now Pedro has been world class then.
no.
Now Joao Pedro, he has more goals than
Have I
assists.
said that?
It's
Have I
world
said that,
class.
Mo?
It's
Mo,
not
have I
you.
said that?
Wow, tell man,
The
stop that,
reality
man.
is,
Mo,
the reality
can I
is
ask
for
a
the
question?
money. Okay, hold on. Now, the guy here is a Chelsea fan. Joao Pedro has more GA than the new striker signings. And that is why. And man, and a lot of Chelsea fans are saying we need more from Joao Pedro. And Joao Pedro is younger than Cunha. So that means, by logic, that Cunha hasn't been cooking. The
Yo,
word
Mo,
If Cunha's cooking, Joao Pedro is
Hold on.
is the
world-class.
signing of the season. It's the signing of the season.
He's
then.
the invented ball,
Can I answer
bro.
it? Can I answer it?
Right, so I got guys. I think I made my point with the Kai super chat. If Joao Pedro has more GA than Cunha and Cunha is cooking, now come to Eze. I expected way more from Eze than what has been performing. Is it on Mikel Arteta? Maybe it's on Mikel Arteta. But I'm gonna say my opinion on Eze. Eze has been so underwhelming this season for me. So underwhelming for me this season.
I'm going to be very objective
sure.
here. Yeah? I'm going to be very objective. I didn't say in this stream that Cunha was cooking or he was balling out. I said he's been better than Eze. If you actually are switched on, you'd understand, right? Now, being objective, right? Joao Pedro, I like Joao Pedro. Actually, I think he's a good player. I actually rate him, innit? Of course, I think he does have more GA. He's played more games. I think he's played 3 extra games. If we're saying who's been better, I think both of them, if I was to rate them out of 10, 6.5. That's me being objective, 6.5 out of 10. If I was to rate Eze, it's a 5. Below average, I would say.
Listen, check this. Fonzie, check this, Ahmed. Fonzie super chat is spot on.
Move on.
Cunha literally hasn't existed. A month ago, guys,
He's been injured as well.
labeled a
Bro, why
fraud.
are we spending this much time talking about a player that hasn't
existed?
existed?
Party. That's it.
We're not spending 30 minutes talking about a player that ain't existed before 5 minutes ago, bro. Like,
Can I ask the question that
we're not changing the narrative because he's done one good thing.
Will Man United finish ahead of Liverpool this season?
No.
We should do. Absolutely, bro. Honestly, is honest. Oh, yeah.
Can we move on, guys? Can we move on from Arsenal and
we'll talk about Liverpool, yeah? But Ram's talking about Joao Pedro and Cunha being shit, bro. You've got Squirts, bro. Who you bought for 120 mil. So you shouldn't be talking. So you shouldn't really be talking about that. Now I think with Liverpool, right? I think with Liverpool, we should be finishing ahead of them. We were focusing pretty much on one thing. Liverpool, they've just who did they lose to? Burnley. Bournemouth, sorry, yeah, bro. The catalogue of errors. Van Dijk is on his arse. Defensively, they're a mess. Midfielders a mess. Absolutely, I love to see their downfall. Well, it's amazing to me, innit? I love their downfall, right? So Man United should be capitalizing, right? And we should be winning the smaller games because deep it, they've still got Champions League. They've still got other cups, right? I'm pretty sure they're in Carabao. Wait, they're not in Carabao, I don't think. No, they're not in Carabao. Sorry, they're in
FA Cup. Yeah.
Exactly. They've got more competitions to worry about. The players that they've got aren't performing. Van Dijk, if we speak, I'm in big trouble. He's been abysmal this season. He's been abysmal, right? Manchester United have got 2 games, one against Man City, against Arsenal. We've got more points than them. We've only got one focus, and that is Champions League, and we don't really have anything to worry about. And it's all focused on the Premier League. We should be doing everything in our power to try and get at least, which is the bare minimum, top 4. If we don't get top 4 yet, it's a failure. Do you get me? And even getting just top 4 is not really good enough because I'm fuming that we still got knocked out in the FA Cup. But overall, I believe Man United. I'm more scared of Chelsea than Liverpool for top 4. You know that. More scared of Chelsea.
What if Liverpool get a new manager?
Huh?
It's up to you. It's up to you, Paz. I know you told me that.
We're basically nearly done.
What if Liverpool get a new manager?
You're not getting a new manager. You need to be grateful you've got one.
They're going to
No.
It's not Mo. I didn't say anything. He's the one who said that.
You need to be grateful.
Mo knows. I've been speaking.
No.
Are you getting top 4, Ram?
Mo knows what's happening.
Ram,
if you don't get top 5, Ram's the biggest failure in English football history.
Ram, answer the question, please. Are you getting top 4?
With a new manager, yeah.
Oh, here we go. New manager, by the way. Here we go.
Is that if thing. It's like, what is this,
All
man?
Liverpool fans, Mo, all Liverpool fans have the same opinion. Get a new manager, get a new manager, get a new manager, get a new manager. They all have the same opinion. They're all androids. Bro.
Ahmed, you fraud had the same thing. Are you getting top 5, Ahmed? If
my
Ahmed is
team
sacked, we get a new manager.
Ahmed,
you had the same exact energy, you fraud, when you had Amarim. You literally said we're only going to get top 5.
That is facts. That is
Ahmed,
facts.
you literally said
You
that.
didn't say that. You
You've been exposed. You've been exposed, you fraud. You literally said the exact same thing, you fraud.
You said that for months. You
literally said that we're only getting top 5.
Amarim is calm with his stuff.
Oh
Who won
my
a league
God.
title? Who won? Where did Amarim finish last year?
15th.
And what did Arne Slot win last year?
Premier League.
Okay, so what? You're going to get a new manager and you're going to win the
What
Premier
does
again?
this have to do with the argument? What does this have to
First
do
of all,
with
yeah.
it?
Okay,
First of all-
Ahmed, do you want to add the context then? The context
First of
is
all, yeah, me saying get rid of the manager is justified because it's proving me right with how we're playing right now. And
what I'm
secondly,
saying is justified as well.
bro, listen, yeah, your team still needs an.
Are you
overhaul.
saying that Liverpool are playing well then? Are you?
What's our style of play?
What?
Ahmed, what's our style of play? What's our style of play? I'll wait.
Bro,
I'll wait.
your style of play, yeah, is literally
Go on.
like, I'll be real, I haven't got a
Go on.
Scooby.
Go on,
I don't
football.
care.
I know your style of play because man like to act like this is like something new. We know what your style of play is, bro. Where's your manager from?
Yeah, Holland. We said that in the beginning of the season.
Oh,
We-
you're telling me total football.
So we know how those managers like to coach.
It's not total. But Pazz, I see total
playing out
football.
from the back. No.
No, I see total football. Let's say total football, bro.
No, we're not doing this. We're not doing this because when I've got to break down our tennis thing, we're breaking down your team too. We're breaking it down now.
Okay,
Because
this
you
is
see
total
you. No.
You're
We're not
telling
doing
me
that.
this
You
is
understand what
total
it says?
football?
Yes, it is. What
How?
your manager is trying to do is do total football. Your players are letting them down and you're selling them down the river. And that's the reality, bro. So let's
How?
not do this, bro.
What?
Your manager is trying to instill a level of football that some of your players just can't play. It's total football. That's what he got brought up
Speak
in.
on it.
Dutch.
Speak on
That's
it.
what they did.
Speak
That's
on
what
it.
they did,
Wow,
bro.
I didn't.
Your
Okay.
players aren't quite good enough to carry it through, bro.
So
Can you
football.
elaborate on this the first time that someone said that? Can you elaborate?
Please tell me what total
Honestly,
football.
Yeah.
is.
Honestly, I couldn't take more pleasure in elaborating. Honestly,
Please
Please
tell me
do.
total football.
Please
Please tell me
do.
what total
Please
football
do.
is. Please tell me the total
reality.
football that you know.
Yeah.
Here's
I
the
want to know the
reality.
total football and what players are not up for it.
Okay,
Go
here
ahead.
it is. Here it is. Your players are trying to play out. You got Van Dijk miss kicking the ball, talking about the win.
No, he doesn't know what total
how-
Let him
football is.
answer then. We
He
can
doesn't know what it is.
First second.
He's already started wrong. He's already started wrong.
I'm answering. First of all, Ram, there is no aspect of football that you can teach me about. So if there's something that you know, I know it. Let's
No,
get
you
that
don't.
clear.
You
Let's
don't.
get
No, you
that done.
don't.
There's no
You don't know
aspect. You can't even
Catenaccio,
take
you
it
don't know total
You can't-
football, you don't know this.
You
bro.
can't really take it
Stop
up.
it, stop
The
it.
reality is
You don't.
your manager wanted to come in and change the heavy metal crackhead football that you lot have been playing under Klopp.
So then it's
And
his
he
fault,
wanted
yeah.
to get
Yeah, it's his fault.
He wanted to get the ball on the floor, bro. And that is where you lot are struggling.
What am I
That's where you're
hearing?
struggling.
Is this what you wanted to hear, Mo? Mo, is this what you wanted to hear?
Your midfield that were surviving under crackhead football now has been exposed. You thought Gravenberch, McAllister, and Szoboszlai was this great football in midfield. They're struggling now. You've then gone and improved on Nunez and Diaz. Let's not pretend you weren't happy with those improvements. Now he tried to get more footballing players. Now look
Paz,
what's
can
happening. You're
McAllister and
struggling.
Gravenberch
That's the
not play
reality.
total football? Paz, can McAllister and Gravenberch, who are good footballers, not play total
I
football?
thought they were the best. I thought they were the best total footballers.
So
One
what?
of
So
them's
you're
even
telling
from
me
his
they've got,
country.
so they've got the
They
midfielders
were
to
the
play them.
best.
So
Yes.
Szoboszlai ain't a total football. We agree on that, yeah?
I agree.
No.
I agree on that.
Oh, he's the only one that's
I agree.
performing,
I
though.
Right?
He's the only one that's performing in this team, though.
I don't know what to tell
But
you.
he
It's not
can't
my
play
job.
total football.
I'm doing what you.
So your
It's not my job
literally your
to
thing is
diagnose
done.
that.
It's
He's
literally just
basically
done.
saying,
Because the
yeah,
only
you've been
player
getting
that
right.
don't play
You've been
total
getting right.
football
Okay,
is
hold on,
the
hold on.
one that
His
the
best
only player
season.
that's playing well is the only guy that can't play total football. What are we doing?
And he's been throwing him right back, right wing, all sorts of stuff to get him out.
Yeah,
the
it's
middle so he
abuse.
can
It's
play total
abuse, bro.
football.
It's abuse.
That's what I didn't tell him to abuse him. That's not my.
But you just said it's on the manager. You just said it's on the manager. What we do?
The manager. It's not just the manager.
Mo, he
He's
says
better.
it's wrong to play Szoboszlai at right wing, right back. You can put everywhere, but it's not on the manager.
That's not. I didn't do that. I'm not telling
It's
you
the
your manager's
manager
the
that
greatest.
did it then.
I'm not telling you your manager's the greatest manager. I'm saying he tried to do the Dutch thing, you know,
And
the
it was
pocket
wrong. He shouldn't have done
movement
it.
stuff.
He shouldn't have done it.
Why?
But that's his philosophy, though.
Hang on,
That's his
hang
philosophy.
on.
That's what you
No, because at Feyenoord his philosophy wasn't total football. At Feyenoord his philosophy wasn't total
What was it?
football.
What was his philosophy?
It was a lot more direct play than total football. It was direct. It was
So why
fast
isn't he doing that?
transition.
So why isn't he doing that now?
So you know when
I'm gonna tell you. Can I? Yeah, go ahead, Dram, but I wanted to explain to you.
us.
Go ahead.
Because I didn't watch Feyenoord. I'm not watching
I didn't.
Feyenoord. So
I didn't know. I didn't know who
didn't know
Arne
about
Slot
what he was
was.
doing.
Feyenoord's football was all about pressing, a little bit of transition play, but most importantly, direct play, direct football, getting the ball to your quickest players. So whether it be Pedersen running with the ball or whether it be Quentin Timber, who's a very good ball carrier, that was their way of football.
Louis
That's
Van
why
Gaal,
the club wanted to get him because it was similar.
Louis Van Gaal, right, who was literally known for total football, right? Louis Van Gaal even came out in Holland and said that.
Mo, can you educate? Can you educate?
I don't know anything about Feyenoord. You think I watched?
No, he's talking about Louis Van Gaal. Louis Van Gaal.
I'm not watching Feyenoord.
Louis Van Gaal was not total football. Him and Cruyff had
Louis Van
problems
Gaal. I've
together.
seen Louis Van Gaal at Man United, bro. Possession based, recycling the ball, and the problem with Louis Van Gaal, he didn't have the players. He literally came out and said out of Holland that Arne Slot is the best technical Dutch manager to come out of Holland. He said that, right? That's what he said. That is from his own words, by the way. So just because you've got
You're waffling, Ahmad, for one of the, even he can be the most technical guy, not utilizing the players. Okay, guys, not utilizing not utilizing the players you have is the number one thing that you need in your manager.
Here's where you're making the mistake, or you're confusing execution with philosophy. His philosophy is he wants to do that, but your players don't.
And I think his
philosophy. No, stop.
No, I want to talk.
No. I'm gonna.
I haven't done shows for 3 days.
I know, because Pazz is talking rubbish. So if you go to Barcelona and tell them to play high intensity direct football, would it work?
But Hansi Flick has got elements of doing that.
Facts.
Can I tell you guys that the difference?
Are you telling me it's direct football what Hansi Flick is doing?
Hansi Flick. Sorry.
Can I talk now? And I need to talk. I need to say a couple of things.
Hansi Flick has got a mixture of direct football and possession, bro. He's a mixture of both, innit, bro?
Oh my God.
I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna tell you what. Honestly, I'm gonna tell you.
Bayern Munich, Barcelona. There's a big difference because Barcelona don't play that direct football compared to what it was at Bayern. It's such bull crap.
I'm gonna. No.
Is it Jaron? Are you being jarred right now? Are you being jarred?
No, because you're just lying. You're just straight up lying. You're just straight up lying.
I'm gonna tell you guys what I think.
I go to Barcelona and teach them Catenaccio.
I'm gonna mute everyone. I don't like to do this. So, what Arne Slot is trying to do at Liverpool will not work, and it doesn't work. The reality of total football, which is what people are confusing total football with position-based football. Total football is that everyone on the pitch should be allowed to exchange positions, so the midfield can go to be a striker and the winger
That's
can
what
tuck inside.
Szoboszlai's been doing.
Hold on. The only guy that is doing that is Szoboszlai. Here is the problem with that. I don't think that plan works in modern football. The reason why it doesn't work because you are facing teams that are way more structured than you. You think that you are above everyone else, that you're going to allow Gravenberch and McAllister to leave the midfield and go to be a forward without having someone quick enough to cover them. That doesn't work, right?
But they should have given him someone that can play as a single pivot so that people can do that.
You did not listen to a word he said. Mo, he just didn't listen to a word you said.
That's not Slot's fault that their players couldn't take.
Here is where Slot's fault is. I'm gonna actually talk. Here is what Slot's problem is. I am not going to sit here. I am not going to sit here and say that I'm giving a chef a fish, and he's failing to make steak for me. Okay, and then you say, but you didn't give him the meat. I gave you fish, so fucking make fish. Don't make steak
No,
like
no, no,
fish
no, no, no.
and then
No,
say
no, no,
it's
no, no,
wrong.
no. Alaskan king crab.
Rutsky, like I am not gonna give the guy
known.
fish and he cooks it like a steak and I say it's fucking shit and it's not, it's
That's
raw.
not the scenario.
That's the
though.
reality.
Slot is a world-renowned steak chef, and you man are telling him he needs
So
to
why?
be
So
a
why
vegetarian
so why do we buy a bunch of
He's
German
not
players?
a world
He's
fucking
vegan.
renowned.
He's
Slot
a
is nobody.
world-renowned-
Paz.
Slot is
So why did we buy a lot of
nobody.
players from Germany then? Paz, why did we buy players from Germany then? If it was meant to
What
be
is
so
that?
Absolutely.
I'm not behind the scenes at Liverpool.
Why?
So
No,
why
no,
is
no,
this shit-
no, no,
Guys,
no, no,
Guys,
no,
I'm
no.
gonna tell you. I'm gonna
No,
tell
no,
you.
quickly.
Hold
I
on.
don't know what
Calm
to do
down.
with them.
Guys, watch this. Liverpool midfield in minute 83. Who's marking this man?
behind
Look
the
at
ball. Behind the ball.
Gravenberch is running
getting there.
straight. What is this? Right? This is it. Nobody's facing the guy. Right? This is it. No one is facing the guy. Gravenberch is
Here's why I
running wrong.
disagree. You're missing
Liverpool.
all
I'm
the
gonna
context. You're missing all the context. You're missing all the context because before that there was an attack that broke down from their players not doing.
but I'm
what
gonna
Arne
tell
Slot
and that is the
trying to
total
do.
football.
That's
That's
the
why
problem.
it is bad. This is it. That's
Because
why
they're
you
not
need
good
to
enough.
have. It's why you need to actually be structurally well, at least to have one DM to actually sweep when you take the risk and lose the
And
ball.
who? But they haven't given him one, so it's not Slot's fault.
No, no. Do you know what? This is
He's
where I
thrown
got
under
Paz.
the bus.
This is where I got you, Paz. Who in our team was brought up by Total Football and he plays as a DM at Ajax?
Yeah,
Gravenberch.
I know
Gravenberch.
damn well.
So
we're
what's he
not saying
doing?
that.
Why is it he? Why does he
He's
look so poor? Why does he look so poor when he
looked
when
great-
he was
looked great
brought
last
up in
year.
the Total Football way? The
looked
likes
great
of
last year.
Cruyff, Zador,
Yeah, but
that is taught him the way of Total
but now,
Football.
what you don't
Bro,
have,
this is what we get. Do you see this, bro?
No,
Do you
hold on.
see
What
this,
you
bro?
don't have-
I got
Yeah, but
him.
what you
I
don't
got. Do you
have-
know why?
Yeah,
Because
can I-
this
can I
guy tried
reply?
to say the
You're saying
Total
you got- can I
Football,
reply?
but we got the
You don't have-
perfect
can I
player.
reply?
The player's a
Can I reply?
DM. We got a
Can I
perfect
reply?
player who was brought up by Total Football, and he looks like dog water. He
Can I
looks like
reply?
dog water as
Can I
well.
reply? I'll put it this way, yeah. If you put Ozil on a pitch with loads of people with no legs, he's gonna look shit. Because
Yeah.
all he can do, he's not gonna be able to pass it to no one. And unfortunately for Gravenberch, he's moving at a frequency that some of your players just can't move at. And what you have done as well is you've taken away a lot of the runners. So now some of the things that people are trying to do, they're not quite coming off. Worse is even being killed by it. Because now you've got a lot of people that want it to
He's
think,
German.
bro.
He was never
So
brought up
you-
by Total Football.
it's irrelevant. I
He's
was
German.
just using him as an example. As
No,
another
but that's
creative
why we
player
should have
that
played
is
a
struggling.
German style of
He's-
football or an Italian
You're going
style of
German-
football.
Yeah, but
Actually,
but
I'm
you
gonna
had
say
Arne
style
Slot
of-
first,
Can I-
Arne
can I-
Slot
can I
first,
guys
Arne
say
Slot first.
Arrigo style of football. You know when AC
I'm gonna
Milan
tell you
used to
something
dominate.
about. I'm gonna
Slot
tell
was
you
there
something
first.
about Arne Slot.
Arrigo Saki.
I'm gonna tell you something about Arne Slot. Slot is a coward. Slot is not now able, literally, is not able to construct a midfield three to actually cover for the deficiencies of Wirtz off the ball.
So how does
his
that make him a coward?
I'm gonna tell you because his solution is to keep Wirtz on the pitch, but remove one of the attackers out. And instead of playing three attackers, he plays two attackers and play the midfield to cover for Wirtz. Wirtz was not brought to Arne Slot for him to change the 4-3-3 to 4-4-2 with a diamond midfield. It wasn't. Liverpool have wingers. Liverpool need to play with wingers. What he did, because he has to play Wirtz, is to put a lot of players in the midfield to cover for it. And he's still failing at it, by the way, Arne Slot, of having the players to actually cover for Wirtz. Right? Liverpool literally have Wirtz, creative player. There's a lot of teams, which is it related to Ozil. Put Ozil, you need to be able to put it's either you are very in control of the game, so much in control that you don't allow the opposition to have any transition play,
Behind him.
or you got a player that is able to stop the transition from the opposition by being positionally
Alonso
correct
and
on the
Khedira.
pitch. Right? Now, we are talking about Liverpool. Every time someone take a risk at Liverpool, there's
They
an
used, to
attack on
put, they used to
Liverpool.
put Ozil on the wing as well, by the way. Like, there's no excuse for worse.
And who was behind him?
It's not
No, they
Wirtz.
used to put. You're not listening. They used to put Ozil on the wing, and he used to do his thing there. Let's
Who
not do that.
and who was behind him?
I don't know
Who would
was
stop the
playing right at that time.
transitions? Who would stop the transitions?
No, but you're not hearing what I'm saying. I'm saying
yeah.
that makes sense if you had Ozil in the 10 and you need to now have a midfield to make up for him. But they used to slap him out to the wing as well.
Who
So let's not-
they? Real Madrid, you mean?
Yes, correct.
And who was the right?
So
wasn't-
for me, when Wirtz was on the wing,
It was
you should be able to
Arbeloa,
do
I
your
think, was
thing.
the right back. Mo.
That's one.
The-
Arbeloa.
was
problem
going
with that
forward.
is that
He
number
couldn't
one,
go
Arne
forward,
Slot
save his
wants
life.
his fullbacks now to go forward. There's a lot of problems at Liverpool. If you want to talk about tactics about Arne
It's
Slot,
proper total
Yeah, man.
football. Everyone
Total
just.
football, man.
Do you know what this is? This
Total
the
football.
team.
So it's,
Also,
hold on.
but
So now- so now
but it's
total
not
football.
helping when the opposition is playing a long ball and
No, but do you know what,
captain
Mo?
Virgil van Dijk
Mo, do you know
is
what?
blaming the wind.
Mo,
I
do you
want
know
to
what-
actually.
Mo, do
I
you know
want to
what?
say something.
No, can I say
In-
this? Can I say this? Mo, can I
Imagine
quickly
if Saliba or Gabriel is blaming the wind for misjudging a long ball. Or
Mo,
it was
can I-
Gavardiol or Diaz.
Oh, brother, Mo, are you done?
Are you gonna call out Van Dijk for blaming the wind?
I've already done that. I've already done that.
I didn't hear it. I didn't hear it.
I've already done that on the football terrace. And
All right.
We're way
I
past
don't
this.
watch
I
football
believe
terrace.
you. I
don't
believe.
watch
I
football
mean,
terrace.
total
I
ass
don't watch it.
football is
Oh,
reality.
I don't
shit,
watch football
watch it
terrace. Could you bring it back?
You know
I didn't
what,
hear
Mo?
it.
I'm gonna tell you
This-
something, Ram. I
this
think it's
team-
gonna be very long for you if you finish outside of the Champions League.
This
I had to
team,
criticize my team, Ram. I want to
this
hear you
team,
criticize your
this
team.
this team is built for German style of football, bro. Just saying.
What about is Salah finished?
Salah's not
Who is not doing? Okay.
Salah's not finished.
Is Van Dijk finished? Is Van Dijk finished?
Is Van Dijk finished?
Nah.
It's not finished.
I want you to know. Hold on. Hold on. In fact, there's a great point in the chat at the moment. I want you to know now. If Van Dijk doesn't make a comeback, he will be below Thiago Silva in the world rankings at centre back. I want you to know that right now.
You do realize,
Because
Thiago, you do realize
Did it
Thiago
stick?
Silva was one.
Ponzi, do you want me to lie? Do you guys want me to lie?
38.
Salah was dreadful.
Thank you, bro. You weren't there on
Salah
Ahwa,
was
yeah?
dreadful.
No,
Dreadful yesterday.
No, you weren't there on Ahwa.
Dreadful.
Yeah?
And I mean, it's not only him. Gakpo was shit. But to be honest with you, I'm watching Salah and I'm like, bro, that ball that Wirtz played to him, it should have hit the target. And it was Rosie again. He's missing passes.
Yeah, crap.
Again with that-
more.
To be honest with you, I think he was dreadful. Dreadful.
Mo.
Can I ask?
No,
though?
he's been dreadful all year,
No,
though.
go ahead.
No, I was going to say real quick, yeah, the way how Hassan was defending, he was like, oh, because he's still running, he's still doing that, bro. I wish he was there, yeah, because that
Running,
most-
no. It's like, we're going to be honest
But
here.
having look, I've seen players have poor seasons and come back, bro. That's the
But I
thing.
asked a question. Terry said it yesterday on the football terrace, and he said something he said, I hope with him that Liverpool get a new manager for us actually to see it's Van Dijk finished for real. Is Salah is McAllister a good DM for real? Is McAllister because Sam says that McAllister is one of the best midfielders in the league,
Good
right?
player.
When he wants to be, yeah.
Very good player.
Okay, but
When is that?
I
Wait, when is that,
am
though?
done.
When is-
By the way, I am done. No one is okay. I don't
When
analyze
is it that he
football.
wants to be?
I am Ram. Anybody that says on his day or when he wants to be, you're telling me that McAllister is going to the pitch trying to look like shit? No, he isn't.
Yeah, but
Yes.
I
He
thought
hates the
isn't
manager.
trying to look
He
like
hates
shit.
the man-
He
he hates
isn't
the man.
trying
Have
to
you
look
not
like
heard the interviews, bro? He hates this manager. He hates him. He hates
but
him.
we-
I'm gonna
we
say,
don't know that for a fact.
I am gonna
We don't
say,
know that for a
I
fact.
said it yesterday. I said it on the match reaction for Liverpool when I did it. I genuinely believe that maybe Liverpool need to look past Virgil van Dijk.
Yeah.
I like the guy. I think he's the best ever defender individually in the Premier League. But sometimes, by the way, I remember Vidic at the end. There's a reason injuries finished Vidic. He was slower. He came to Inter and he was rubbish, by the way.
Daniel Sturridge just tore him a new
it's
one.
like
Last
for me,
season,
like
stored
that.
stud.
I hate when people take away from what Van Dijk did for Liverpool since he joined in 2018. But maybe you need to look past Van Dijk. Maybe it's
I
time.
think that,
Well, I
look, at the end of the ideal
Maybe.
situation is where we would have had our replacement for Van Dijk ready behind him, and then would come into the fold. That was the ideal situation.
Nobody's gonna be.
bro,
Nobody. I like to respond to one point at a time. I don't think Van Dijk is that player that there is nobody that is gonna be behind him. Because Van Dijk fit is never going to be benched.
Like what they did, like what City did with Fernandinho and Rodri. Like
Can I
what
ask you a
City-
question?
Like
Well,
what
But
City did when Company came off and then Laporte came on.
You don't have center backs are different. Center backs don't get benched.
Well, company had
Can I-
injuries as well.
Can I ask you a question,
Ram?
Ram? Can I ask you a question? Hold on. Can I ask you a question, Ram? So you mentioned that German style of football, and you say that
Oh, here we
this team
go.
is perfectly
I
suited.
thought I
Bro,
yeah,
can I
I
just
thought
land?
we
Can I
were-
land? Can
I
I
thought
go
we
on,
were
go
doing
on.
this. I thought
Can I
we
land,
were
please?
really doing this.
You mentioned
We're doing
you
this.
mentioned this team is
We're doing
perfectly
this.
suited
Actually, it's the
for
first time we
German
actually
style of
press. It's the
football.
first time we actually press you, Ram. The first
Yeah.
time we actually
So
press you.
I want to know, like, what is it about this team? Because you always call it softer than that. From my understanding, German teams are meant to be, gung ho, physical, like fast paced. Could you tell me
Jurgen
what
Klopp
about
teams,
this
yes.
Liverpool team? Could you tell me what about this team makes it perfectly suited for German football, please?
The fact that this team has the capacity to be very efficient when they have the chances, and the fact that we have two marauding fullbacks like Kirkes and like Frimpong, who are able to go up and down that pitch, being relentless on the wings, allowing our wingers to be cutting inside and getting closer to goal. Similar
So
to
who do you
what
want then? Who do you
Borussia,
want?
similar to what Borussia
Oh,
Dortmund
brother.
did.
I am
back in
after this.
2013.
I gotta do the last super chat. I gotta take care of my
Hold
wife
that
now.
pass.
But hold on.
Hold
Who's the
it.
gaffer that you want? Who's the
Wait,
gaffer that you want?
that is a terrible breakdown.
No,
You're
but who's
lucky
the
that we need
gaffer?
Hold that.
because I'll be on to you.
No, but hold on.
Hold
Who's
that.
the gaffer that you want? Do you want a
Hold
German
that.
manager? Is it Julian Nagelsmann you want? Is that who you want?
No, the ones Xabi Alonso.
I'd be happy with Julian Nagelsmann. I'd be
Wait,
very
hold on.
You
So
want
you want a
Alonso, yeah?
German style of play and a Spanish manager?
Brother,
So
hold
you
on,
know
you
what?
want
Get
Al-
out my
hold on,
face,
hold on.
bro.
You
Get
want
out
Alonso?
my face, bro.
brother, I
All
want
of them,
any
they're crying for Alonso, bro. They are
German style of play, and you want Alonso.
Alonso.
Ahmed. At this point, I'm crying for Steven flipping Gerrard, bro.
Bro, they are on their knees for Xabi Alonso.
So-
Brother,
You just
I am
spent the last 30
crying for
minutes
Steven
telling me about
flipping
German.
Gerrard. That's how bad it is.
You just spent the last 30 minutes telling me that you need a German manager and you want Xabi Alonso. I'm reporting your account on every
Brother, I am crying for
reporting
flipping
everything.
Steven Gerrard.
No.
I'm crying for Steven
I'm
Gerrard.
reporting you
Okay, guys.
on everything.
Last thing, we're gonna see you guys.
Ask
We're gonna
anybody,
see.
because of how bad this team has been, I would want Steven Gerrard to be my manager. I need some life back into this football.
Ahmed, are you here? Just the last thing. Ahmed, literally, you've been on your knees to sack Amrim, but when Ram said sack Arne Slot, he literally said, "Oh, but it doesn't apply to me." No, it does. It's the same.
On your knees.
It's the same. Big up Fonzie. I want to thank everyone that joined us. All the guys' channels in the description. Go and check out actually Kyle Talks Football and Pazz, the creator, of course, the Ram stand, of course, and AA United Ahmed's channel, guys. So go and support the guys. Go and support everyone. I want to thank everyone that joined us.
We're not done here, Ram.
Now you're done.
I gotta go, guys. Take care of my
Save
wife.
it for Thursday. Save it for Thursday.
We're not done here. We're not done here, Ram. We're gonna talk more about your club.
Where did you? I just want to say also.
We got a lot of
Just
things to
also-
talk about.
I just also want to say, yeah, brother, if we get a new manager, brother, and we start winning games, brother. Oh no! Oh no!
What are you?
No!
Hold on. What are you winning? Are you winning the league? You get a new manager. Are you winning games? Are you winning the league? Are you winning the Champions League?
Brother,
If you
well,
get a new
have
manager,
I ever
now
put
what?
us in a have I ever put us in the Premier League conversation?
No, you haven't.
Yes, you did.
I'm
No,
gonna-
yes, you did.
There we go. There we go.
We
No,
haven't.
no.
We're only on.
That's
Guys,
yes,
I
we did.
really gotta go, guys.
Oh, let me say. Can I say one thing before we go? One
Yes.
thing before we go. Everyone, sub
How
up
about
to Mo. 500 subs away from 50K. Let's get Mo to 50K, boys.
Everyone
That's all
sub
I
up to
wanna say.
115. 115. One more piece of fraudulence before we get to
Oh my
court.
God, here
So
we
make
go.
sure everyone sub.
Always 115.
Literally 500 subs. I have see you guys later. This will take it to the
Go,
Mancunian
Mo.
way. And we're out of here, people.
Ram,